I'm any new province, and I just finished up the league with Boros Outburst. This deck won a few games I thought it had no place winning, so it's got that going for it. I'm just here to remind you that you can like the video or subscribe to the channel down below. I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you're enjoying everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. As always, you can blow up the board with goblin tokens in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the league. Not a nut deck for round one. Oh, good. Starting on one landers. Definitely an awesome way to start the night. So we're on the draw. Let's mulligan. A little bit safer with the scry. This is much better. So I'll keep this. And we do want our third land, and an extra artifact goes a long way. So I'm going to put this on top. It's not white mana. There's a few risks in this deck. Having enough artifacts for Galvanic Blast and having enough mana. King among them. Okay, well, let's see if we can race burn, shall we? I don't think I want to Cold Oath or Rebirth right off the hop, but maybe that is the plan against burn. I think I want to Mog War Marshal, and then I can like Cold Oath or Rebirth twice. So let's run out a snow-covered mountain. Let's put the fear in them. I dodged Delver. We did it. No instance, so I'm just going to F6 here. We're going to take a Rift Bolt to the face. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Settle in. So this could be Kiln Fiend. They're kind of referencing the Storm decks of the past with suspend cards to help you cast more things at instant speed, or cast more things for free on your combo turn. So if this is Kiln Fiend, what are we playing into here? We're not going to have white mana to pick up our Mog War Marshal. I don't think we want to go sacking lands to get a bunch of tokens. That's not really that helpful. So I think I'll Mog War Marshal. Let's just make a bunch of tokens. And eventually we'll find one of our deal 4s. It could be Flicker, it could be pieces. I have a feeling there's like a Kiln Fiend or a Nivix Cyclops in here somewhere. Just based on Rift Bolt alone, but that could. Hey, Fluffy Wolf, what up? What's up, man? How you doing? What are you up to, man? I remember you were the one that inaugurated the curse breaker the last time we 5-0'd. So you're the first time and only time we 5-0'd. So you're gonna have to stick around, my dude. Yeah, so there's the Nivix Cyclops. They might just have the win. Pro Red, do the thing. Yeah, we might as well not pay for Mog War Marshal just in case we do find a way to deal with this Nivix Cyclops. And that might cost some amount of mana. Yeah, that's a bummer. We might just be dead. There's a universe here where we might just be dead. Like, our best bet is Stone Raining ourselves to, like, War Marshal, Cold Oath or Rebirth, put like a jillion goblins in front of Nivix Cyclops, I guess. They got a preordain. Thanks, Fluffy Wolf. I think I might do that just to have as much defense on the battlefield as possible. But if they have Pro Red, they win anyway, so we need 4 mana max to do what we want to do with this deck. So, hello, Harnum. What's up, man? How you been? What's your life like? So we'll Mog War Marshal. Opponent gonna have a little giggle here. What if they don't have it? If they don't have it, the play should be Boros Garrison. But yeah, I feel like this gives us our best bet of potentially blocking the Nivix Cyclops with enough creatures that we don't just die. All right. So if they got Pro Red, they got Pro Red, and good for them if they do. Oh, they've got to have it. I don't play against players who don't have it. Okay, they're gonna preordain, pump up the Nivix Cyclops. Yep. But we're gonna have a good few butts in front of their boy here. What's this now? Stagger Shock. Okay. Sure. No worries there. I don't know. It still dies through mutagenic growth, so I think I'm going to get in front of it with everything. We can rebuild. Like, we do have cards that put our board back together again. If this is like gut shot, mutagenic growth, I am going to cry. So, I know, right? And Hordling Outburst makes different tokens as well. So our opponent's going to do it like that. Yep. I'm playing around exactly mutagenic growth there. But you can't really, like, mutagenic growth would have been a huge blowout. All right, so this isn't super bad. We're going to get Ichor Wellspring down. See what we draw off of that. Red mana would be sweet. Just untap red mana. Another Cold Oath or Rebirth. Okay. Didn't really want to find one of those, but we'll do it like this, and we'll pass the turn to them. Be able to Cold Oath or Rebirth off a couple of things next turn. An Impact Tremors would help us turn this around. I hope they don't have another Prowess threat here, but that will be hoping a lot, considering they get to see a few cards with this Preordain. We're giving them all the time in the world to do what they have to do. Here comes the Value Augur. Card's too good. Okay, so where we're going to have enough mana to do what we want this turn anyway, I'm just going to sack this with a Rebirth outright. Draw a card. Make some boys. Ooh, there's a Skyfisher. That's kind of really bad timing on Skyfisher's part, but yeah, we don't even have any lands that we really want to recur, so let's just flood that board. Beats by Augie Bow. Beats by Augie Boy. And our opponent's going to Stagger Shock again, sure. Only so many Stagger Shocks, and we're going to get an Evasive Threat down. I'd like to find one of our lands that do something when it enters the battlefield to core Skyfisher. We lost two of our Mog War Marshals, which kind of suck. They're pretty okay with core Skyfisher. There's another Augire. What's that going to find? I like the Cat's Fluffy Wolf. Oh, there's a Temur Battle Rage to go with the Kiln Fiend they might try to resolve here. No, I'm just going to throw another Rift Bolt down. All right. Bounce the land. Yes, we can bounce lands. Yeah, so gonna be a little bit of tempo loss here because I think we're gonna have to bounce a couple of lands with Skyfishers because we have to start putting pressure on here. Yeah, so okay, so let's play Skyfisher. No, I'm not gonna bounce the bounce land. Not a chance. Yeah, and I will just bounce this Great Furnace. We don't need a ton of mana here, so I am going to run out this other core Skyfisher. I know it's kind of dangerous, considering, but just getting a clock on is very important. They could represent a bit of value later instead of being such a tempo loss here, but if we give them 100 years, they just win. So here comes Rift Bolt. Yep. I like this like Rift Bolt, Stagger Shock, Nivix Cyclops thing they got going on. That's actually pretty sweet. Yep. Gonna kill one of our Skyfishers. Temur Battle Rage still in hand, representing a good amount of damage. So there's a D-over. It's okay for this second. Augur Bolas doing an awesome job of its job. Always so lucky. Okay, so I'll play our Radiant Fountain. Go to attacks, get in with Skyfisher. I will allow them precisely one attack with Delver of Secrets. And if they just incidentally have a bunch of pump for it, then and good for them. They got us. Good for them for holding that Temur Battle Rage for so long. There's no point in running out this Cold Oath Rebirth, and there's a universe where we might just rather pitch this to like Sen's Enlistment for some reason. Or we might, I don't know, draw like Beetleback Chief, but I'm not going to sack it to Cold Oath Rebirth. These aren't doing anything right now. Yeah, Stagger Shock rebounds. See if they want to reveal anything to Delver. They don't. I have no idea. But I know they're not in the business of flipping Delvers. That was a lot of stagger shocks. And we still get to keep a bunch of our cards. Part of the reason I'm not doing this too is because Ichor Wellspring is looking a lot worse right now. Okay, well, yep, that's okay. So let's try to Prophetic Prism, get a little cantrip going. Reckless Abandon, huh? I think that's going to have to be burn later. Or removal for this Delver. I think I'm going to play with the Great Furnace. Yeah. I'm still just not going to cast anything. They have threats that are very important. And we're definitely on the back foot right now. So I think I'm going to hold Reckless Abandon. Especially if they find a Lightning Bolt for this core Skyfisher and this Delver's barreling in on us. And I have no idea what's going on right now. They flip with the Ponder. So Ponder, Battle Rage are cards our opponent has in hand. And I don't, if these Stagger Shocks were coming at our face, we'd be in pretty precarious shape right now. I kind of hope they just waste some time killing our Skyfishers so we can kill this Insectile Aberration and feel okay about it. They're also being very wary not to serve with these Augurs. Got some decent draws in our deck. This is one of the reasons I don't like very many Rally the Peasants, because while it would clear their Augur boluses, it's pretty risky. Oh my goodness, are they gonna just like give it plus 100 and then double strike us to death? Don't, man. That ain't cool. Okay, we're at 14, sure. 2 red mana, nothing to protect their flip Delver with. There's Sen's Enlistment. Okay, that's good. So we will Sen's Enlistment. See if they have any responses to that. They can't do anything about our Reckless Abandon. I guess they could have an Apostle's Blessing, but I don't think that puts us dead on board. So we'll do this. Sack a Soldier. Try to kill this Delver before it kills us. So what does Defiant or Distortion Strike do? Can't be blocked. Okay. I'm going to bolt Core Skyfisher, sure. Probably could have gone to attacks first there. Let's pass the turn. Yep. We might be able to do this. We might be able to do this. So they can give an Augur unblockable, sure. Attack for 2. They can give it. They would have to pump it a lot to kill us with Temur Battle Rage here. Yeah, we can't block it. So let's see what their follow-up is. More Delvers are pretty scary, considering our life total. Great Furnace. Well, isn't that great? So let's Sen's Enlistment, #believe. We'll pitch a Snow-Covered Plains. We might draw Galvanic Blasts too, so I really don't want to sack any of these artifacts yet. I even don't really want to pitch this. But it's okay not playing it out here. And I'm just gonna pass for now. I don't think they can combo off and kill us with Temur Battle Rage with 2 Augur boluses, but aggro versus aggro equals anemic beats. Yes, until we become wide beats. We'll take this upkeep stop off. We've seen the Ponder, we haven't seen the Battle Rage yet. Opponent's been kind of choked on mana a little bit, but I don't think that's their problem. I just don't think they have like a Kiln Fiend to kill us with this Temur Battle Rage. Distortion Strike, yeah. They're gonna Augur, unblockable Augurs their way to the win. Seems like not a terrible strategy right now, considering trying to remove one of them. We're probably going to start attacking soon, but I guess even attacking isn't a good idea because they could have Trample. They might have Trample if they have a bunch of pump spells. So let's see what this is. Just passing the turn. Well, there's impact tremors. All right, let's do what this deck was meant to do. So let's try to resolve an impact tremors. You're gonna have to get there soon, opponent. Or have like a negate or something, I guess. And I don't know if we sack this Great Furnace yet to get our tokens down, because we'll need a Galvanic Blast to kill one of these. Yeah, it does. It really does. So we should... It resolves. I think we might have to do the risky thing and go off the Galvanic Blast plan and just get this Kuldotha Rebirth going. Yeah. I don't want to put myself off Metalcraft because Galvanic Blast could be relevant. Right? So... But I don't think waiting until we have Metalcraft is necessarily a winning plan either. So yeah, let's do it. Let's go. So we will sack Prophetic Prism. I think it's worth it though. We're gonna get an extra 3 damage out of this. Gives us blockers against their augurs. I don't think removing augur bosses is going to be part of our winning the game plan anytime soon. Yeah, so let's get a bunch of impact tremors triggers and just hope they don't have it next turn. They get to make one of these unblockable. They can give it double strike. So it'll be a 2/3 unblockable, potentially double striker. Oh man, am I ever going to be kicking myself if we like need a Galvanic Blast to win the game next turn? I mean, do we get in? We have 3 blockers. They're going to have an unblockable augur anyway, so yeah, I'm going to swing. Let's force through 4 damage. Yeah. So they're at 9. They're still a good ways off of being dead. I am so stoked for Dominaria. I'm a little butthurt about not having about not getting any, what are they called? Like the tapestry looking things. Okay, there's another Delver. Well, they flip this Delver and Teamer Battle Rage it. That could be game. Okay. Well, they seem to be on the back foot a little bit here. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of triggers. So that's 3 more triggers. If they block, they take 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, this is game 1. Yes, we didn't get any sagas. I'm a little upset about that. There is a universe where they flip Delver next turn and kill us. So I'm going to attack with everything. They're not going to block with Delver, actually. So we can put them to like 1 here. We're just too far away from winning the game. They're gonna block. They're gonna block. They're gonna block with Delver. Okay, that's good news for me. Let's make sure I'm not auto-yielded here. Ooh, what's this? Okay, they're gonna Battle Rage the Delver. Sure. And they'll take a bunch of damage. Oh, baby. All right, hold, guys, hold. We're close. We're close. That's true, yeah. There's ways that they just win with Delver. But I can't count on that. Like, I don't think we win by just sitting here. So I think what should have happened, there's probably a turn back there where I should have attacked. Oh, they're on 2 life. They're on 2 life. Oh, we won. Okay, sweet. Deadly. Okay, so blue-red. Blue-red with a bunch of stagger shocks. Oh man, I really got blast off the top. So we're playing like Kiln Fiend Burn. I didn't anticipate this matchup. Probably want our Pyros and our Soul Wardens, maybe even. They're gonna have their Electric Rees, so we need our Impact Tremors. So we could take out Rally the Peasants because there's a pretty good chance there's going to be about a jillion spells to deal with that in their deck. So that makes Reckless Abandon a bit worse. We can bring in the Pyroblast for the rest of those. I don't know if Soul Warden's worth it. What do you guys think? Do you think Soul Warden's worth it? It makes their burn a lot worse. I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. It puts the win further out of reach for them, but I don't think it's all that difficult. Yeah, something like that, Cat Party. Like, it's something like that. It's got Nivix Cyclopses and Augurs and Delvers, but I don't know if they just didn't draw. Oh yeah, Standard Bearer for like the Mutas and stuff, but we didn't see any pump spells. And Apostle's Blessing can't target Standard Bearer. So if it's only going to hit... You might be right, though. You might be right. Because if Temur Battle Rage is what we're afraid of, Standard Bearer could be the one. We could also bring in Journeys. We could take out our last 2 Reckless Abandons for Journeys to hit the threats we care about. Reckless Abandon kills them, too. I guess, yeah, Journey is probably better than Reckless Abandon in this matchup. So I'm going to bring in Journeys. And... man, I would like to bring in Standard Bearer. I agree with you that Standard Bearer would be good. But I just don't know what to cut. Like, I could shave a War Marshal, maybe, but that's part of the whole win with Impact Tremors plan. I could probably shave a Rebirth because it's a little risky, considering. For a Standard Bearer. Maybe I'll do it like that. I think that's the board. Yeah. Go up Standard Bearer. So should I go up the other one? I guess I'm running out of time. Minus a Prism? No, I can't. I'm bad with white. Okay. So yeah, Electricity is coming. For sure. That means we got to try to win with Impact Tremors. Examples of why Galvanic Blast isn't as good in this deck. We're ready. I should have taken Prism out. I really like, there is my data set is from me goldfishing and just like trying to guess. Mono White Enchantress. Yeah, I'll absolutely check that out. Oh man, this is where we draw all the white mana. All right, so I think we're just going to be trying to play our Prophetic Prism on time, which isn't a great plan, but Galvanic Blast is a decent removal spell. So we'll do that. And we can cycle away this Forgotten Cave if things get real messy. I'll have to take a look at that He Was in Water. I also have to get, like... he was in the water. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm here. We don't go fish. We go Reckless Strats. All right, gang. We're going to have Metalcraft online for that first Nivix Cyclops. So let's play Prophetic Prism. I mean, maybe this is like... Prohibit or something. I really don't know what to expect here. More artifacts. Well, this is the best Galvanic Blast I'll probably ever cast. All lands, you will be white. Yeah, I'm talking about how bad I am at producing white mana, and I'm just like white mana flooded here. All right, sweet. So at least we get to kill that. That's a good start. So before they get the opportunity to protect it, we will Great Furnace and try to Galvanic Blast your boy. Do they have Mutagenic Growth? I'd rather they cast Mutagenic Growth now, though. All right, cool. So let's Mogwar Marshal. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Epic Fat YOLO Fish. It seems like my alerts are kind of having a hard time right now. There we go. That's it. Was there some glitching out there in the land? Out there in your land? We're paying for this Mogwar Marshal, so help me. Dang it, Furnace. Oh, good. Well, now we gotta do something about this Kiln Fiend, I guess. Good thing we have a bunch of removal spells. Like 6 removal spells. Yeah, sure. Oh, right, because they want to cast it for free next turn and kill us. I see. I see what you're getting at. Okay, so I am going to let Mogwai Marshal go because we might have to find a cantripping artifact and draw into a removal spell. Is always appreciated. Well, that's great. Yeah, man, I really have to get a better computer. So it's going to be unblockable. There's a ton of universes where we're just dead. So I guess we'll just start trying to loop our Radiant Fountain or something. And cast a bunch of Sen's Enlistments. Try to get there that way. This is pretty bad timing on Sen's Enlistments part. Opponent's probably like doing the math. They're like, can I deal 23 here? That might have been Cycle Forgotten Cave. With the happy music, you should play it after every lot. We would get sick of that so fast. I lose a lot. I feel like I'm learning though. You guys are helping me with the learning. Goodness, that's a big kitty. All right, who wins? The Is It Blitz deck with a Teamer Battle Rage in their hand, or 4 mangy tokens? We also have to decide whether or not I should have cycled this Forgotten Cave and if that was a punt or not. If I draw a removal spell for Kiln Fiend, then it was a punt not doing so. All right, so they're going to Electrickery without Overload. Yep. And now they're going to Electrickery with Overload. Now they're going to Teamer Battle Rage. Why would you slow roll it? Yeah, like... Oh, they needed to cast something for 1 mana? Feels bad, man. Feels bad. We'll let them kill us. That happy music comes from Undertale. I'm just doing this so I can draw a card to see if we would have drawn... Yeah. No, we would have drawn Hordling Outburst, so it's a good thing we didn't cycle our Forgotten Cave, I guess. Not a nut deck. Well, I don't believe you. So I believe in the Standard Bearer Dream now over Prophetic Prism. I've had exactly one result proving that our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sources of white mana will get us there. I mean, I'm pretty sure Scred Delver plays less blue sources. Well, now we're not going to draw any white mana. And what am I losing? Like, maybe I should just have more removal spells. Pyroblast didn't really feel like it was going to do anything there. They were all about the... I might take out a Pyro for a Prophetic Prism. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I guess this kid kills Nivix, Cyclops, and Delver, too. I feel like the Delvers came out, though. You know? It's crazy. I think the Delvers came out. Reckless Abandon is bad here. Reckless Abandon is bad against red decks. I believe you guys. I think we do need the Standard Bearer. We'll just play 21 cards. We'll be fine, Fluffy Wolf. We'll be good. You're here. We 5-0 when you're around. Yeah, this is how you don't draw any white mana. Okay, so what could I even cut? Like another Kuldotha Rebirth? They've just been rotting in our hand in this matchup. They get better with the Pyroblasts. Ah, well, oh man, this makes all of our other cards so much worse. Taking that out. Okay. I guess we're going on that plan. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. We'll try it. We'll try it, Fluffy Wolf. I believe you. I believe you. Okay, let's do it. Oh, rad. It's like kind of explosive. We have an answer to the first to the first Kiln Fiend, like kind of. We have stuff for Nivix Cyclopses. Done. GG. I think this is good enough. I'm gonna play Radiant Fountain because they could have Gorilla Shaman. Yeah. That seems kind of sketchy. We probably want to commit as many artifacts as quickly as we can. So if you got Gorilla Shaman, then whatever, GG's. They're probably like, dang, my opponent played turn 1 Grey Furnace and I've got Gorilla Shaman. GG's. Sincerely not a nut deck. I wonder if they've ever been this not a nut before. Okay, our turn. Well, we're going to have Metalcraft online, but we're going all in on our opponent not having... Well, then again, I don't know. Like, do we get the clock going here? Pay for Mog War Marshal? Like, leave up Galv Blast? No, I think we Prophetic Prism, because Mog War Marshal Galvanic Blast next turn could be pretty sweet. We want to fire this off soon so that we can Kuldotha Rebirth something away. There's the white mana. Ah, crap. The kitten scratching its head is quality. There's Aguirre. Okay, sure. Can't counter it or nothing like that. I kind of want to hold this Hydroblast. Oh, man, come on. Do you... Augur. That was dirty. That was very mean of you to just go find my opponent's win condition like that. We have no defense against that. Not even a little bit. Mog War Marshal is okay at doing that, but if they want to trade an Electricity with our Kuldotha Rebirth, then so be it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play out Ichor Wellspring, and I'm going to play Kuldotha Rebirth, and I'm going to remove their boys and start swinging with 3 goblin-y tokens. And if they want to Electricity just to get rid of 3 goblins, then, you know, some days you got to do that. Sick. Okay, well, we got tons of removal in our hand. Got 11 minutes on the clock. Do we make our land drop? We made our land drop. Okay, cool. Time to get some of that F6 value, chat. 3 little red boys. With their... with their cups. Alright, let's see what Augur finds them. Another Electricity? Oh, sorry, Fluffy Wolf. I guess Automod wasn't cool with that. It's legitimate advice. So do we kill both of these Augurs here? And start attacking? Always use Goblin Protection. Yes, always use Goblin Protection indeed. So if we get rid of these, yeah, I think we do get rid of the Augurs. Sick. Sick. Okay, so I think just call me Gel. Thank you very, very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're gonna go risky here. Kill them and take their land. Use white while you still have metal. Or use blast. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I think I'm gonna Galv Blast and Augur. And I will journey the other Augur. And I'm gonna start attacking with goblins. And if they want to not do something about it, then that is their prerogative. I'm going to play Radiant Fountain in case Hydroblast becomes relevant. And we might want to pick it up with Boros, Garrison. We can always pick up the Journey to Nowhere at some point to deal with another threat. Oh yeah, no, I got you. I got you now. Okay. Cool. I think they're having a hard time with their mana. I kind of hope they're having a hard time with their mana. Because if they want to, like, smash here... They're not having a hard time with their mana. Kiln Fiend. Okay. Apparently not having a hard... Sweet. Good time to run out our removal spells, huh, gang? There's 2 Kiln Fiends. What do we drop? Galvanic Blast. Okay. Well, they either have it or they don't, I guess. So... Well, Galv Blast a Kiln Fiend. That is pretty awkward. That is pretty awkward. But we weren't winning by not putting pressure on. So I'm going to play out a War Marshal to leave up Hydroblast here. Over Hordling Outburst. Or leave up Pyroblast. protect what? Yeah, no. We can always pick this up, I guess, but all right, so let's see what they want to do. Oh, from counter, yeah. I probably should have done that. Obviously counters, yeah, they could have had days or something. All right, let's see. I think firing off removal on the augurs was bad news, but I don't think waiting until they just like cast their electricity was gonna do anything either. I'm gonna let Delver resolve. There might be more important things to do with this Pyroblast. Like, get the unblockability off of this Kiln Fiend, or keep the unblockability off of this Kiln Fiend. My computer's having a little trouble with my incessant clicking right now. No attacks. So what's that tell me? That they're not attacking is definitely one of the things I understand about that. So we are going to save our Mog. And yes, we would. We would like to pay for Echo. We draw another land. Well, do we start swinging? No Teamer Battle Rage, probably. That could be it as well. It was an expert play. You got rid of 2 1/3s. Now they have just 2 1/2s. Yeah, you're right, you know? Okay, so I think we attack. Yeah, Stagger Shock would be pretty nuts here. Or on their turn, it would be pretty nuts. So I don't know that we even want to go suiciding goblins into this Kiln Fiend, but I also don't think we're doing anything sitting back either. If they kill this Mog War Marshal, we'll still have a blocker. Man, we just don't have a lot of good outs here. I think we have to force them to Electrickery. Those are tricks from Cube. If we attack with all of these, they can just Electrickery away our board anyway. So I think, given that that's probably how the next turn's going to play out, I'm going to attack while I can attack. Get some damage in. Oh, okay. Stagger Shock? Yeah, okay, sure. On Mog War Marshal, yep. That's pretty bad. So now they can Electrickery away our entire board and potentially swing for lethal. They're just going to take 4. I think they win here. I'm pretty sure they win here. We'll play a land and we'll pass. Got a blocker for their Kiln Fiend. Up until they like Distortion Strike it, I guess. Yeah, here comes Rebound. I guess that kills our blocker anyway. I guess if we would have forced them to spend 2 mana on Electrickery there, maybe that was worth it. But I just don't think we win that game. And I do stand by it. I think we had to kill their augurs and start attacking and just hope they didn't have it. Like, if we just sat back and didn't cast any spells or attack, we'd be in the same place, you know? There's Preordain. Preordain's gonna be the one spell they cast this turn. Hello, Ramen Hero. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Thank you for following. I really appreciate it. They could. Okay, so it doesn't kill us, so I'm gonna let it go. I mean, it potentially kills us, I guess. We know 2 of the cards in their hand are Smash to Smithereens and Electrickery. There's like just lots of ways that those spells kill us. So if they play like Unblockability, then they don't have to cast those, but I don't know. I don't think it matters. There's the Electrickery, yep. So maybe we should have countered the cantrip, I guess. Here comes Kiln the Fiend and Delver. They're gonna take 11, down to 10. Chances they have another Electrickery in hand now. All right, our turn. We get a Radiant Fountain. Okay, so let's gain a little bit of life. And Whirling Outburst. And yeah. This is where we are. This is where we're at, guys. There are some blue spells I will counter, but I don't think we could have countered Preordain there. All right, let's see what this is. Smash to Smithereens, the only known card in their hand. Tapping that foot real hard. Static Shock was like one of those games that was too hard for me to play as a kid. Like, I'm also playing Is It Blitz right now, and the list is super similar to your opponents. When did Riftbolt and Stagger Shock become stock? It seems sweet, but I just haven't seen it before. Me neither. I kind of like it. It brings me back to that Patrick Chapin, Gabe Nassif game where they're both on Dragonstorm and they're like suspending Riftbolts and stuff to storm off. It's pretty sweet. What's better than 1 Electrickery, 2 Electrickeries? Yeah, that's fair. This deck folds to Electrickery. It's true. It's true. We tried to play around it about as best we could. What's this now? Team Battle Rage for the rub-ins? You're not a curse. It's okay. Smash. Yep. So we got a 9. We're not dead. They're going to put us to 1. Okay. And what's this now? Lightning Bolts? What 2 cards do they have in their hand? Okay, let's Wellspring. Play it out. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, so play out Skyfisher, bounce Radiant Fountain. We're not dead to the first shock. Or Skyfisher, bounce Journey, give them back Augur, block 1, kill the other with Pyroblast. I think if we don't get the Kiln Fiend off the battlefield, we're just dead. I think I'd rather have an Augur Bolus on the battlefield regardless of how much life we have. So let's do that. All right, guys. That's what we're gonna do. That's the universe we live in now. Let's do it correctly, though. Oh, and then we won't have mana for Pyroblast, so we're actually just dead if we do that. So we'll have to bounce like Radiant Fountain, replay Radiant Fountain, gain 2, leave up Pyroblast to kill Delver. Yeah, okay. That's where we're at. That's where we are in life. It's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. We're gonna be okay. We're at 1 life. 5 minutes on the clock. Bouncy boys in the city, in the house. Okay, play Radiant Fountain. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. It's too bad Hordling Outburst's natural enemy is so popular in the Pauper format. All right, let's see if they flip Delver and how they do so. They don't. 3 cards in hand, perceivably not a ton of... That doesn't kill us this turn. Like, I think we have to let that resolve. And we can kill it with Pyroblast, so... Oh, there's just another Kiln Fiend. Okay, sure. And will you attack? Okay, well, we'll kill your Nivix Cyclops. And it's our turn. We draw land. We're dead now. I guess if our opponent has just like a non-land in hand, we're not dead. Let's play it out, guys. Let's play it out. So I've thought about Veteran Armor, and I just don't think... Oh, frig. God dang it, Bobby. I just don't think trying to defend your tokens from Electrickery is gonna do it. I was trying to be like resilient. I was trying to be all smart, be like, I'm gonna play this deck without a Veteran Armor. Okay, we're dead now. GG's. Have a good night. Really interesting. Is it Blitz? That was pretty sweet. Not a nut deck. My Tookus though. My Royal Tookus. That wasn't a nut draw. This is a sketchy keep. We have a lot of red mana. I'm gonna keep it. Thank you so much. Thank you I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I did it because I love making decks around new cards. I think it's super fun. And while I'd be more competitive in the tournament practice room or the one-on-one keys, I really like running leagues. I think this is where you get the best competition. You really get to know. Once you get demolished in a league, you really don't feel like brewing around a card anymore. All right, tons of white mana. Let's try to convince them we're on Boros Monarch. Any way you'd play around Boros Monarch would be good here anyway. So would be good against us. So if they just leave up counter magic, maybe this is burned. We got 4 Soul Sisters in the board. Ah, what is this now? Infect? Or green-red tokens? Man, Matra NTG, wherever you are in the universe out there, I've seen you in the Discord a few times. Brief chats. Tormenting Voice pitching Rolling Thunder? Oh my goodness. This could be, so I was toying around with the idea lately, not to spoil very much, still not finding our red mana, not to spoil a whole lot, but I was watching Tom Ross play this green-red control deck in Modern, which has pretty good nut draws, so it's a bit better than this. You know, it's got like Blood Moons and Ensnaring Bridge and stuff. But the synergy between Life from the Loam, Faithless Looting, Cathartic Reunion, and Tormenting Voice is insane to watch go off. And I was thinking, why don't we do a deck with like Tilling Tree Folk? We're playing against land destruction. Okay, well, let's resolve a bunch of creatures and laugh our way to the bank. I think this is not a great be choked on red mana situation, but it is what it is. So I think Kuldotha Rebirth is still the most use to get out of a red mana here, so we'll do that. Yeah, so is that what that's called? Have you played that in Modern? It's pretty sweet. It's like a really sweet deck. You know what? I saw that too, Cat Party. No, I didn't. Never mind. Maybe I did. I think I saw their land destruction deck where they had like Aurochs Herd and stuff in it. It was rad. It was real cool. More LD. Our opponent is going to do a pretty great job blowing up our lands, but they're going to have to do something to prevent us from killing them. Oh, Pauper with Tilling Tree Folk. Yeah, I should check out fan of MTG strat, Magic the Gathering strat. Those guys are like some of my favorite content producers, straight up, just bar none. I think those guys are great. I've been watching them for a really long time. I just don't think they self-promote very often. Like, I'm pretty shameless. I'll just self-promote like crazy. I think we can't go sacking our own lands to our Kuldotha Rebirths just yet. So I think we have to War Marshal. Pretty far off this Rally the Peasants. Trying to get white mana here is pretty risky. So I think we're going to War Marshal. We'll run out another red mana. Just getting riskier by the second, but I don't think you can expect too much with LD on the other side of the battlefield. Dan is very hard on himself. Yeah, you're right. He really does get deep into his plays. Yep, gonna blow up another one of our lands, certainly. So what's their big finisher? What's gonna be the big dork that they play to kill us with? Or like at least get in the way of our crew here. I feel like our pressure's been somewhat insignificant to this point, considering how many lands they have on the battlefield. We can't save our War Marshal. I like Avarax. I don't think Avarax has had its time to shine just yet. I don't know. Do we like play out Windscarred Crag, or do we play out Radiant Fountain? If we play out Radiant Fountain, they blow up our red source. We don't get a chance to Hordling Outburst in any of those cases. If they ever let us get up to 3 mana, we pretty much win on the spot. So I'm going to think that they're going to play like a Mold Shambler next turn or something. Gonna bolt a token. Pretty good tempo for us. But if they, yeah, I think they're going to play something big next turn. So I am going to play Windscarred Crag and hope they don't blow up our land. Maybe sacking an artifact land to Kuldotha Rebirth was what we had to do back there. Could have been it. Hordeling Outburst, not a great showing here. I think that first game was a pretty good example of what I want to do with the deck, though. There is a fair amount of value if they don't have an Electrickery. All right, so I think our opponent's thinking about that. Do they want to play their big bad? Mold Shambler is really good because you can just play out Mold Shambler, blow up a land. And like, yeah, okay. So, no Rally the Peasants, unfortunately. Yuck. We could draw a removal spell for this. Oh, nice. More 3-drops. No white mana, effectively for the rest of our life. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Play Radiant Fountain. I really don't know if we keep swinging here. I think we keep swinging. Not being able to do anything this turn is just backbreaking, though. Seriously backbreaking. I'm a little worried our opponent has like a main deck Wrath or something. This'll get us closer. If they don't blow up one of our lands and we just incidentally draw into a white source or something, I'm gonna feel kind of like a dummy. All right, they're at 11. Your turn. Your turn. Mold Shambler pretty good there. Mold Shambler's pretty good when you just draw a bunch of Mold Shamblers. Oh man, we're getting wrecked. We're getting wrecked right now. Yep. Sure. Wow, man. That was pretty sweet. All right, what do we draw? Galvanic Blast. Get one of these Mold Shamblers off the battlefield, I guess. For what that's worth. So I guess we'll just keep playing lands, because we don't really have any other plan here. Tag with everything. Like I don't see them getting greedy anytime soon. Yep, block. Go through to damage. See which one of these they decide to bolt. All right, sure. So bolt this. Opponent has 1 card in hand. It's another Mold Shambler or something, we might be dead. Hello, Opa Magic Style. Opa Magic Style. Oh. This is when our opponent top decks the nuts and we die. Just a Utopia Sprawl, that's the opposite of the nuts. But they might have like a double red. Is this Pillage? Is our opponent playing a better, possibly Pauper playable deck than us? Beetleback Chief. All right. Pretty good card. Got me one of those. I like them a lot. Opponent is Hellbent now. So we just got to draw another red source. To draw anything but another 3-drop or red source. Yeah, I like Impact Tremors a lot. Impact Tremors would be okay. It might help us win the game here somehow, but they're going to be attacking for 5 every turn from here on in. Metalcraft not getting turned on to the point where this is ever going to be irrelevant again. So I think we're just going to kill this Beetleback Chief and hope they can't like Pulse Marasa it back at some point. We'll pass. Wow, they did a pretty good job there. Pretty good job of keeping us off lands. This deck's sweet. All right, let's see what this is. Another Utopia Sprawl. We're pretty happy to see that, but we don't have any red mana left. So, yeah, Hordeling Outburst. One of the downsides right here. Kung Fu Trees probably had it with the mono red goblin version. I don't know, I might have to give it to Kung Fu Trees here. I can't really say I'm super surprised. Core Skyfisher, beautiful. All right. All right. Hitting us for 5 every turn. Probably GG's. No, that's good for us. There's white mana. Okay. Sure. Turn off some of their Gobbo beats, I guess. We can get 2 red mana with Skyfisher at some point. Like next turn. But I don't think that's a logical way to win this game. In any sense. So they top deck a land destruction spell and take us off white mana again. That's fine. We'll have our core Skyfisher down. They're only hitting us for 3 a turn. We'll pick up a Radiant Fountain, gain a little bit of life back. And that's what we're going to have to do. So what's the opinion on Impact Tremors, Opa Magic style? Have I found it? Have I broken Impact Tremors? We're just destroying our own lands against land destruction. No big deal. No big. MBD. Let's see what they found. I almost should have picked this up to protect it. Maybe having red mana for the rest of the game was a bit more important than gaining some life. We're gonna need a minute to win this game, though. I think that's why it was wise to do so. Mold Shambler. Sweet. The best draw on your deck, you don't say. Okay, good. They're going after our white mana. They're going after our... We might be okay. We might be all right here. Things could be worse. Yep, getting in for 3. You may do so. One has a jillion mana, so if they find another one of these Rolling Thunders, we're in pretty bad shape. Little do they know. I'm just gonna get 6 mana, one of which is white, to to rally the peasants at some point. Oh, this is bad, guys. This is bad. Okay. Play Radiant Fountain, gain some life. Pass back to you. If we can like fade land destruction for one more turn, things might not be that bad. You get a couple Hordling Outbursts going. Our opponent's not going to top deck like a champion here. They're not going to top deck like a Baus. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. Whatever. Whatever, man. Actually, that's really bad. That's actually very bad. I haven't tried it out. Is the red-white combo working for token generators? Oh, yeah, totally. We're going off. The benefit is that it would provide some venue to recovery on a board state like this. We could just clog the board up with tokens, block for 100 years, and eventually win some other way. So what are they going to have here? They're going to have an 8/9 Reachy Snaky Boy. We're going to have a core school. We're going to have a Kite Sailor. They take us off for double red again here. Okay, oh good. No, they're just going to pump up the Neasy and Asp. That's pretty sweet, man. That's pretty sweet. This deck is this. Oh no, they're playing another one. Yeah, okay. We can chump block those. We're an Impact Tremors away from stabilizing. This is crazy. I really wish I was a burn deck right now. Yeah, huh? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't pump the Asp. So we could go to 1 and kill a Mold Shambler. And then we can block next turn if we have to, but we're at 1, so we can't go to 1 here. So let's just chump. By golly, I'm gonna try. I should have double blocked probably. I can do that next turn, I guess. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay. So I love having this thing to do with all of our extra lands. Okay, so play Hordeling Outburst. And I guess play out Forgotten Cave. But I really don't see this going very well. Sends Enlistment. That's the one. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Dreg4Z. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're trying to jank him out here. We're trying to jank him out. Wish our opponent would have drawn like this at the beginning of the game. That would have been sweet. Seismic Spike. Any reason it doesn't see play? What's Seismic Spike all about? Two red, destroy target land, add red to your mana pool. That does seem pretty sweet. Yeah, they're gonna pump up an Asp. You got it. No trample though. Sucker. Well, I gotta give it to them. They had a good draw. These Mold Chamblers are pretty bananas. Yep. We're at 8, so block, double block this. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Opa Magic Style. You've been at the Jank Bank for a few moments here. Oh, Land Destruction Storm. Yeah, that sounds rad. I think we're pretty dead here. I don't know how relevant thinking out these blocks is. I probably should just be saving time here. So if I double block like this, block, take 3, lose my Skyfisher, take 5, lose my Skyfisher, and I'm pretty close to dead. I never really know on this series. I might be able to do that during my series net benefits, playing bad matchups. But in this case, we are. I'm just playing Hordeling Outbursts that I couldn't cast for like 5 turns. So yeah, when sketchy mana's involved, I would definitely admit that it's probably a bad matchup. All right, that's it. GG's. So we're not being greedy with our mana, so we'll take out a Hordeling Outburst, just one. Bring in some Journeys for those big guys. Probably want to get a little lower to the ground. But I think Journeys is pretty much all we want. These will kill. Yeah, a couple Rebirths. We probably won't be ever blowing up our own lands with these, so I would take a Rebirth out. Impact Tremors is actually pretty sweet here. Man, that was insane. Like, they had a Beetleback Chief going for a minute there. How many Rebirths do you think? How many Rebirths do you think we take out? I think starting quickly with Rebirths and being able to draw for Acre Wellsprings on 1 mana is actually kind of fine. But I definitely want all of my removal because they're win conditions. I guess these can't kill the Asps, but I don't know what I bring in for them either. They're on red-green land destruction and we're getting stomped. Yeah, they had us. They kept us off. We had a bunch of 3-mana spells in our hand and they kept us off 3 mana all game. And the mana isn't fantastic. Like, hitting double red and just playing a core Skyfisher, like, it's not perfect. We could like burn them out with Reckless Abandons or something. I think being fast is probably an advantage. Galvanic Blast will almost never be online. I wonder if they have Gorilla Shamans. If we're going to be on the Impact Tremors plan, Hordeling Outburst might... Double red, man. Double red. This is why 15 land sideboards are optimal. Not really. I don't have any... No, I wouldn't have any way to supplement it. I wish I could, but I'm cheating on the mana enough as it is. Because that's what you do when you play this format. You cheat on mana and get there. Sick hand. We got Impact Tremors. Okay, that is a route to victory against this deck. Because all we have to do to win with Impact Tremors is resolve spells. We don't even necessarily have to attack with them. So I'm gonna keep this. Would never dream of scrying a land to the bottom. But Boros Garrison is pretty high risk. It's true. maybe I should. Are we like the LD meta here? War Marshal's pretty alright. We can do it on 2 mana. So let's run out a mountain. Last turn. No, I like the red token producers because it keeps us as close to red as possible. Like I was kind of saying before, it's really hard to hit the double red for Hordling Outburst while still playing white cards at all. And in the deck tech that I did for this deck tech, I talk about Kung Fu Tree's mid-range goblins build, and they are mono red, so that might actually be over Sen's Enlistment. No, Sen's Enlistment is just so good with Impact Tremors. It's like a way to win the game. We only have one because we like only want to draw it at the very end of the game. And if the game's that long where it will be good, we should have drawn a ton of cards off of our core Skyfishers and our eggs and our stuff like that. So I gotta get behind Sen's Enlistment. I think that's one of the best reasons to even have the risky mana base. Maybe this is me. Maybe this whole series is just self-deprecation, because like I was thinking this week, I was like, I'm not super practiced at making mana bases. Maybe I should maybe I should try a little harder. Arbor Elf beats? No Arbor Elf beats. Cool. Arbor Elf beats? Now what's this now? Thermokarst? Just Stone Rain. Yeah, sure. We draw Ichor Wellspring. Tight. It is, yeah. I love Mogg War Marshal with Impact Tremors, and I love it with Core Skyfisher and Impact Tremors especially. But I don't know, man. Like, sometimes you run 22 lands and you're not a Delver deck, you're probably just going to get beat down by Stone Rain pretty bad. We're like mana away from casting anything in our hand now. And our opponent's been kind of drawn like hot tamales. Like, they have been doing a good job. So if they've got more Stone Rains and stuff, they don't. Okay. So we're certainly not going to be paying for this turn. We're going to cast another one. Depending on what we draw, I guess. Impact Tremors will trigger. Oh, how risky is it? Oh, man. If they didn't cast Land Destruction last turn, maybe they don't have any? All right, let's attack. I'm going to cast Impact Tremors. I didn't come here to not play Impact Tremors. There's a Lightning Bolt. All right, sure. Okay, let's cast Impact Tremors. They didn't have any last turn. Right, I forgot that our opponent draws like hot tamales. Draws like a drifter on a good day. But let's see what they do here. They're going to be on 5 mana, so that's like Land Destruction spell plus removal spell. They cut us off red mana. It's pretty much GG's. I'm going to Flame Slash a Goblin token. Sweet. Pass the turn. It's time. Windscar Crack. Mog Daddy. Pretty good. 2 mana, deal 4. 2 bodies. I'll take it. We're also going to resolve our card draw. Next turn, almost indefinitely. And Rally the Peasants, not as good here, but we're on the Impact Tremors draw. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're doing it, gang. We're getting there. Sen's Enlistment is probably bad in this matchup, because we're certainly never discarding any land cards. All right, 5 cards on our opponent's hand. They've been using their removal to deal with parts of Mogg War Marshals, so we can get behind that. Another Arbor Elf, cool, down to 3 mana, so unless this is another Stone Rain, should be kind of okay. Let's see what it is. I really don't want to let this Mono War Marshal go next turn, but sometimes you have to. Attack. Do it. Fine. No, we will not be doing that. Ping you for 2. Ping and ping. Journey. That's interesting, but it's not what I'm going to be doing this second. So a Wellspring. Happy to even be hitting land drops today. Rebirth would be nuts. Love a rebirth here. Come on. Sense Enlistment. Cool. Drawing a bunch of one-ofs that don't do anything. Good strats. So let's go to combat and swing with a goblin. Maybe they're building up to a Mold Shambler, and with an untapped land, they'll be able to do that next turn, so I don't think they're going to block here. And yes, the extra damage, well worth it. And your turn. I mean, Mold Shambler's okay for them. What's this instant speed nonsense? You didn't. Garbage. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Have we stabilized? Are we in the clear? I'm hoping now. I'm probably a little bit too worried to go against anyone's opinions on deck builds in the first place when they're my own babies, but I'm sorry if I offended anybody by vehemently defending Sen's Enlistment and then having it look this good in my hand after the fact. So let's see, this is like Mold Shambler, put us off of white mana. It'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty bananas. It was just a Nesian Asp? Oh, that's good. That's just the good, clean eating right there. Let's just draw a Cold Oath of Rebirth and call it a day. Yeah, just like that. All right, so Journey the... I guess if we're going to Cold Oath of Rebirth anyway, we should probably do that. So I'm going to do that. Cold Oath of Rebirth, sack the Wellspring, draw some cards, draw land. It's a good draw. Get roughly a jillion impact triggers tokens. Or impact tremors token triggers. This snake is going nowhere real fast. And I think I am just gonna... what if they got ballsy and attacked with now? I think if your strategy starts with what if they got ballsy, it's probably not a very good strategy. And journey your asp. I'm gonna journey your asp. Let's go real Hollywood on this stream, guys. Get that nice called shot. Journey the asp. All right, so they'll go to 7. Oh, I hope, guys. Let's do some hoping and wishing and praying, a la Dusty Springfield here. Throwing it back to a classic phrase I was a big fan of. We're... Oh, sick. All right. Okay. So when our opponent is on the bad draws, that Snick is going away. That Snick is going nowhere. Sweet. Okay, so let's make sure we don't lose the plan. But I don't think we're gonna change it. Hey now, Duzel, we won 2 games. Well, Lynx, we're 2-3. We're 2-3. Our wins have been convincing. Our losses have been pretty bad. Like to the point of not functioning. It's the Banana King. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, so the the wins have been convincing, but the losses have been very bad. Maybe not so polarized as with Freed from the Real. There were times when I thought I could turn it around, but match 1, game 1, big fan of that one. That really showed that there was some pizzazz in that. But this is a pretty good hand. This looks like a deck that doesn't cut a bunch of good Boros cards for Worldling Outburst. Leading on a tap land, a little bit of a risky proposition against this deck, but if they lead on an elf... Something smells like a Stone Rain to me. You just Stone Rain ourselves with Cold Oath Rebirth. Alright, let's see if our opponent's got it. Turn 2 Stone Rain. We go home with our tail between our legs. What land do I care about the least? Probably this. And I'm probably just going to Galvanic Blast them if they try to Stone Rain this. It's going to happen. Oh, God. Blast you. This is land destruction. They are 4 cards in hand, 3 mana. We're getting blown up. Blowed up real good. Beetleback Chief. Not casting that any day soon. We really next level them, Stone Rain ourselves, and just leave all their their land destruction stranded in their hand. Now that OP has got that out of their system. Yeah. I really want to cast both of these spells in due time here. Sing us to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Charlie. Okay, I think we're just gonna play our 1 source of white mana in our hand. Seems sketch. Seems sketch. There's no reason we need white mana next turn, so let's run out Radiant Fountain. Gain some life, pass turn. Hope they don't have it. Hope they don't have it all the way up to when they have it and it's Mold Shamblers and it's, you guys saw how that went. That wasn't... When they gotcha, man. When they just got a handful of ramp and land destruction, like, what you gonna do? But legitimately act a fool. Okay, we're gonna get our Ichor Wellspring down. That's a win in my books. Ancient Den, eh? Now how am I gonna cast Reality Smasher? I know. Punt! Punt. So I'm gonna play Ancient Den. We have more white mana in our hand, and we just need red mana next turn to cast our Cold Oath Rebirth, sacking this, get us a bit deeper in our deck. Get some attackers on the battlefield. There's no banana emoji, so here is some cheese. Always use a good little bit of dairy in your diet, you know. Okay, guys, it's conspiracy theory time. Conspiracy theories with Jeff time. Apparently, now, this is all hearsay around the kitchen table, but the Canada Food Guide was developed by dairy lobbyists. Now, I don't know if I believe that or not. I don't know if I'm ready to believe that or not. Oh, I've been there. You're allowed to wasteland me for the rest of your life if you want, considering I am making a mockery of it elsewhere on the internet. It's just an easy ass, but that's not that scary. You've never heard any, it sounds, I mean, it's a pretty easy conspiracy theory. I'm not one to just jump on conspiracy theories all willy-nilly like, but if one of them was gonna be true. Huh, okay, well, we gotta get deeper here. We gotta go deeper. So let's rebirth. The dairy lobby. All right, and it's your turn. Neasy and Asp on board. We do have Journeys to Nowhere to deal with them. We can chump them for approximately 200.5 years. Just draw another removal spell. We can take care of them that way. But Journey to Nowhere would be ideal. That's okay, Dregs. Sometimes Dragus, like Vagus. Everything was developed by people who want you dead. That's just the universal truth. You know what? I'm not even having that hard of a time believing that. At the very least, there are people that know I eventually will die. Arboroth, on tap in the forest. Additional land destruction incoming? I don't believe so, unless they have another Stone Rain. Yeah, looks like they do. Kinda looks like they do. Or like removal spell for a goblin. I like it when they do that. I like when they like flame slasher goblin tokens. I do like that. Yeah, we'll take 4. No big. Kind of big because we're like almost out of mana, but whatever. Second main phase, nothing. Journey. Rebirth. Yeah, huh? That's not good, guys. Well, let's try to find a reasonable amount of red mana to cast our spells. And we'll go to combat. Attack with our goblins. Imagine if we would have had 2 impact tremors on the battlefield this game. Opponent probably, at this point, wisely holding their land destruction so that they can blow up our red sources as we play them. Looks like that's what they're doing here. That or they're casting a Mold Shambler. Nah, they're just going to blow up our red source. We're good. Pretty good. Mind you, if we can just journey this Nesian Asp, I'm going to be feeling pretty okay. Like, not in bad shape. Yeah, you get in with your Snick boy. Oh, Snick. If only you had more compassion. Maybe the world would understand your plight. Maybe I wouldn't have to do this to you. Send you away forever from your family and all the people that care and love you. And we'll play Forgotten Cave. Attack for 2. Start aggressively sacrificing our white artifact lands. Alright guys, no more Sneck. No more Sneck one time. Mold Shambler also real bad here. It kind of doesn't look that bad, huh? Well, I don't know. Will-o-wisps aren't exactly the nicest creatures. They kind of appear, but where you're journeying to. Yeah, that's true. Blow up our red source, do nothing else for the turn. Just let it go, opponent. Oh, you jerk. Why would you do something like that? Would you break my heart that way? Risky mana base, guys. Risky mana base. I guess I can destroy Journey to Nowhere if they want and get back their Asp. Oh, they're going to destroy a red source. It just looks like Journey to the 95 wallpaper. Yeah, you're right, though. All right, we could drop Prophetic Prism. Workhorse Skyfisher. Doesn't do a lot here. I guess it lets us replay our Radiant Fountain to gain a bit of life. Guys, don't have any red mana. This is stupid. So I am going to do that. So Skyfisher, grab a Radiant Fountain, misclick own Mountain, please. Hey now, this isn't the Any New Province mirror match. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't play this in this deck. That's weird that I would just find a core Skyfisher off the top. It gives us a route to victory. I probably should have drawn Mountain. That would have been pretty rad. We can double block this Mold Shambler. And if they don't feel like attacking with it, we're gonna do this one someday in the distant future. Is this another Mold Shambler? I don't like it when they draw all their Mold Shamblers, guys. It's not how I saw this playing out. When they just have effectively infinite Mold Shamblers, It just makes life a lot harder. When they don't blow up my journeys, though, I can live with that. Always forgetting to draw mountains in the clutch. Oh, typical, right? We're gonna double block. Yeah, I guess if they can bolt Skyfisher, they get a 2-for-1 here. It's pretty nasty. But if they want to do that, sure. All right, we get to keep a victorious Gobbo. All right, guys, we are officially out of stuff to do. I mean, that's a good number of turns, though, right? Quick, switch to your land destruction to show them up. Oh, you never saw me. Man, what if somebody did that to you in paper? And just like boldface, like switched out their whole deck. Constructed tournament. Yeah, whatever, man. Like I even care. Because I don't care anymore. I do really love that you didn't attack with this Mold Shambler, though. Oh, frig. Got a lot of red sources in this deck, guys. Most of them are in the graveyard. And actually, not that many of them are in the graveyard. That's the only way Whirlpool Mill has been 5-0ing, because its entire sideboard. Hey man, the Jer James B killed me fair and square. Why? Why do they keep finding these? Yeah, I think in draft that's fine. The Razzle Dazzle Swatch, I think that's okay in draft, but in Constructed now. But yeah, the Jer James B has beat me straight up, fair and squaresies. You know what, Snow Covered Mountain? Your timing never could have been better. Not even once in my whole life did I draw Snow Covered Mountain on time that good. So do we kill a Mold Shambler is what I'm wondering. I think so. Not doing anything else with this red mana. Just get him for 4. Send a message. Let's do it like this. Sack our Gobbo. Yeah, I agree. We're still at 14 here. And Hull Attack. This Gobbo is not afraid. They're gonna blow up our other friggin' mountain. Oh my gosh. So the play probably was Galvanic Blast our Arbor Elf when it comes down, instead of Galvanic Blasting their face when they try to Stone Rain our red source. But I thought we were going to win fast again. Turns out we didn't. And our opponent just keeps drawing non-land cards. And we don't draw. Neither of us have drawn any lands, and I think that generally favors the land destruction deck. All right. My turn? Do I get to do a thing? No way I'm going to get to do a thing. Well, that's ridiculous. We're going to try to go all the way. We're going to try to chump block and impact tremors our way to victory. This is also the Fade the LD plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got to block Neasy and Asper, we die. Seems good. Seems pretty good. Yep. They could blow up our red source. Sure. Is this a removal spell? Am I getting slow rolled? Come on, man. You and your hot tamales. You go take off, Lemo. Well, that's it, guys. Sometimes you got a risky mana base, and they let you know. Bolt the Bird does hold true. Okay, that's it. They won. This hand's bad. This is better. This is much, much, much better. This is what we're trying to do. Yeah, land destruction seems pretty bad. Opponent on turn 1 Ponder. It's not the worst play I've seen all day. We will turn 1 Great Furnace. Try to convince them we're on Affinity or something. See what they play here. If it's a Delver, I'll Galvanic Blast it. It's an Augur. Sure. Sure. You may Augure. Whiff on Augur. First time ever. Well, they still do have a Ponder, I think. Alright. Well, play this. Play a Wellspring. Pass. There's an argument as to whether that should have been War Marshal to recur with Core Skyfisher, but we got to get Metalcraft going so we can try to get rid of this Augur so we can actually attack with our tokens. Opponent gonna leave up some counter magic by the look. Mono blue land destruction. Oh my goodness, imagine. I might leave. I might quit streaming for forever then. Okay, we draw some more lands. I feel like trying to Galvanic, like, I kind of think that's what we're supposed to do here. But if they have Spell Stutter, I don't even know if this is a Spell Stutter deck. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to tell. Because Kuldotha Rebirth without... We really need this Core Skyfisher. Basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. If they counter the Core Skyfisher and we Kuldotha Rebirth the Wellspring and we draw into like another one, or we draw into something else to kill the Augur with, make sure it's off the battlefield to get our tokens through, could be alright. But I think all the Chronic Flooding and all the Spreading Seas, I could believe it. Looks like Mono Blue Delver. They got a Sprite for show. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we've just got to play out Skyfisher. We can blast the Sprite too. That's not a big issue. Looks like they have hard counter. All right, well, considering we're not going to be doing anything with this Ichor Wellspring anytime, we will be though. So we can't just rebirth. Let's blast this Augur while we've got Metalcraft online. It's going to be offline in a second. So that's what we're going to have to do. There's a Delver. There's a Hordling Outburst. Interesting. Wonder if they have another hard counter in hand. What would make them counter something instead of removal? If we gave them something juicy to Spell Stutter Sprite. So I'm going to Kuldotha Rebirth this Ichor Wellspring. They want to counter our Kuldotha Rebirth. No big. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're F6'd here. It feels a lot like they're F6'd. We're going to Hordling Outburst. And we have a faster clock than Delver now, so there you go. Who's going to win? 1 Flip Delver or 6 Gobbo Boys? That's for you to decide. Opponent tops a Brainstorm. Plays a land, so they have Brainstorm, some unknowns in hand. Yep. They get in. They Brainstorm. Gonna go look for some interaction. Like, Augur is just real... Frig. Sick Augur opponent. Find a Vapor Snag. All pretty good for them. Okay. So let's see if we can't bait out a counter. I guess it doesn't really matter. So we'll cast Prophetic Prism. Let it resolve. Radiant Fountain. Play Radiant Fountain. Try to play Ichor Wellspring. See if they found their spell stutter. They might just vapor snag it. Oh, they found it. God. Well, that's it. Scoop it up. Yep. Oh my goodness, guys. I am in the salt bin. I'm so mad about how these games have been playing out. All right, there's Ponder. This card's nuts. It's no fair. You can't attack into a bunch of tokens every turn. 1/3 OP. Sick. Yeah, we're dead. We're super dead now. Bunch of Mog War Marshals. Not going to do the trick. I guess we're not doing anything sitting back, so let's attack. Probably should have even attacked last turn. Yep. And my War Marshal. Nice. Mog War Marshal. Opponent's got the Vapor Snag, so they can Vapor Snag their own sprite and counter this if they want. Does not appear that they would like to do so. Well, Ancient Den, pass turn. This isn't looking good for our heroes, gang. Yeah, that was nuts. Mono Blue Delver's a really good deck. And this is just a sweet card. This is also a sweet card. Yep. They're gonna get in. Our intrepid Gobos. They swing for 5. Yep. I'll land a Vapor Snag in hand. Might as well pay for Mog. Draw another Mog. Swing it with everything. They Vapor Snag one of our dudes. They get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lethal? It's got lethal in the air. Pretty much. They have Spell Stutter. I didn't come here to not attack with goblins. Get in. I wasn't about to not try. I think Hordling Outburst is like the next best card in Masters. So like, yeah, I don't really know. Cool. Vapor Snagger Gobbo token. We're dead. All right, guys. All right. Mono Blue Delver. So Electrickeries come in. Pyroblasts come in. We're going to take out some Reckless Abandons because they're reckless. Take out probably a Kuldotha Rebirth. And Rally the Peasants could steal us a game early. We probably want that. I might take all of these out because there's a chance we just don't have any creatures and we draw them. We would much rather have removal spells that are definitely going to do the trick. So I'm going to do that. I don't see anything else in the sideboard that might help us. Just more removal for their big guys, but I guess Galvanic Blast will do the trick if we have enough artifacts. Might have one more artifact than usual because we got to call out the Rebirth out of there. I'm going to submit. I'm ready to try. This is the best deck in the format. We're going to see what we can do against them. Pyroblast in hand. Eventually enough mana to Hordling Outburst. Good enough. Mountain Goat. And what's this now? Fairy Miscreant. I'm going to remove this. We probably can't beat a turn 2 Ninja. So we will pick up our mountain with our Boros Garrison. Pass turn. More removal for Delvers when that's important. Opponent's got an Augur. Pretty good. That's the thing, right? Like maybe we want more anthems. Maybe I really thought Impact Tremors was going to be good enough insurance against this, but I guess it isn't. So we'll play out Snowcover Mountain, try to get a Hordling Outburst out while they have their counter magic down. Pass turn. But Augur and Spire Golem are what we are worried about. Gut Shot. I don't think Intangible Virtue is. That seems like a pretty big tempo loss there on the Gut Shot. I guess they probably want to attack with this Augur. Try to pick it up with a Ninja. And they will have relegated that tempo loss. All right, looks like they're going to leave up hard counter. Oh, yeah. All right, let's try to Impact Tremors. See how they feel about that. Counterspell, we will try to Pyroblast your counterspell. Impact Tremors resolves? Heck yeah, it does. Okay, now we just have to resolve spells and we should win. Yeah, Intangible Virtue would be the nuts. Downshift when? It's going to be Echoing Truth. Gosh. We just have to resolve spells, which I know it's a tall order against Mono Blue Delver. But, but we're going to do what we can. Brainstorms. Yep. I'm going to block this frickin' Augur. Just mark my words. I'm going to draw a Jillion lands. That's good. Play Ancient Den and pass turn. Yeah, they do though, don't they? Let's see what this is. Nothing. Our opponent is going to very likely have all the interaction in the whole universe now. Play an Ancient Den, pass turn. Hey, Ozzy, thanks for the bits, man. What's up? How you doing? How you making out tonight? Thanks for dropping in. I generally don't use foils on Moto. Yep. Bunch of passing. Ugh, this is kind of awkward. They have a hard counter here. This is a pretty huge blowout. I think I know how to bait it out. Let's go to attacks. See if they even want to block. They will. Okay. Sure. Galvanic Blaster Augur? Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. Galvanic Blast your Spell Stutter Sprite? Resolve. They gush. Come on, dude. Well, at least we're gonna get to resolve this Coldotha Rebirth, I guess. Doing good. Taking a break from building on The Sims, having trouble figuring out how to go live on Twitch from my computer. Oh, you can use OBS. So it's called Open Broadcast Software. And it takes a little bit of work around. I think your computer's got to be like decent to play The Sims, but it doesn't have to be insane or anything like that. That felt a little bit unfair. Opponent with a Deprive in hand. Getting in with a couple fairies. Mog War Marshal. Okay, let's try to get out in Mog, Daddy. All we have to do is resolve spells, guys. Is it that much to ask? And we'll pass. That was a good little fight there. I appreciated being able to fight over that Augur as opposed to picking another battlefield. Yeah, so I think Twitch does have like support for you to help you along there, but I don't think they actually have their own program. Like they're... So we'll pay. Because there's some universe where Core Skyfisher picking this up is good. Oh my god. No, they're gonna deprive it. Well, they're never gonna not have a deprive in their hand unless they counter something, so... Early helpers, I guess. Oh, good. Yeah, that's good. So when you're on the you just need spells to resolve to win the game plan. And they're on a couple of Spire Golems have deprive on board plan. Yeah, whatever. Mono Blue Delver, guys. I don't think this is where we're going to find our match win tonight. Yeah, cool. I've only been able to stream from my PS4 so far, and it connects directly to it. Oh yeah, okay, so maybe there's like an Elgato type software that works that way? I actually don't know a lot about... I don't know a lot about streaming from console at all. Actually, I know effectively nothing. You're super dead, gang. Sick. All right, what do we got? What do we find? Yeah, okay. I'm not convinced. Go ahead. It does look fun, but it's not getting there. You're right. It was pretty decent testing, gotta say. But, yeah. Some weird games aside. GG's. Mono Blue Delver, dude. It's not the best deck in the format for no reason. Okay, let's go. Come on. What do you guys think? 2 spells we stand a chance at resolving? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. All right. Great Furnace. Cool. We draw Galvanic Blast. Okay, that's a pretty decent reason to just run out this Snow-Covered Mountain. Maybe they'll think we're on Delver. See what they've got. This will be a no-fear Mog War Marshal next turn. Boros Monarch, huh? This is the better version of our deck. Skyfisher, okay. Going to pick up a land. That's a risky Skyfisher, if I do say so myself, but might be a decent enough time to have it. Okay, so I'm gonna run out Ancient Den, run out Mog War Marshal. We will probably just pay its echo cost, attack, and plan on sacrificing it to Reckless Abandon next turn. We'll pass for now. See what they've got. An Ancient Den. Kind of not that surprising. We'll see what this play is. This could inform whether or not we want to actually pay the echo cost. Prophetic Prism. Okay. So I'm definitely going to kill this. Without a doubt. And I think where they just cantrip last turn, it's fair enough to just keep Mog War Marshal on board, get a couple of damage in, and then get another token out of it before the day is done. Now, if they have Gut Shot, it's kind of a blowout. Thanks for reminding me we're 0-3, Moto. I needed that. All right, yes, we will pay. Working our way up to a decent enough Galvanic Blast to deal with Core Skyfisher anyway. Let's go to attacks, get in with our dorks. And Snow-Covered Mountain, Reckless Abandon your Core Skyfisher, sacking this Mog War Marshal, and pass turn. Pretty reckless, I know. Pretty reckless. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, let's see what our opponent's on. Be up to 3 mana. This could be like a Thraben Inspector type thing. Stonewalling us for the remainder of the game. 3B Daddy? Is a 3B boy? No, just another Skyfisher. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. We can Galv Blast that out of the air. You're going to get to draw more stuff, which kind of sucks. But we're still getting in. Impact Tremors. Nice. So play Ancient Den because we have to get Metalcraft online. Play... I think we're going to tap 2 white to play Ichor Wellspring. Because who knows what we're going to draw here. Mog War Marshal. Okay, well that's not convincing enough, so I'm just going to Galvanic Blast this. While we have the opportunity, go to combat, get in. And next turn we're going to try to make Impact Tremors worth all that it is. They're at 16. Let's see what their follow-up is. Just like playing Naked Palace Sentinels, let me be the Monarch for a turn or two. It's okay. It's not the worst thing you could do. Gonna cantrip. And is this another Core Skyfisher? It's not great news for us. This could be the mirror, for all I know. Alright, what have you got? Show it to me. Bolts our face. Got it. And Glinthawk? Nope. Gonna bolt our face. We're at 12. I understand they may have... That's a pretty good draw, considering. They may have 3 Galvanic Blasts in hand. So we'll Radiant Fountain up to 14. Play Impact Tremors. Play Mog War Marshal. Trigger Impact Tremors a couple of times. Go to combat, swing with our Gobos. Get in. It's hard to believe, like, considering our earlier games, like, considering that Thraben Inspector and Augur Bolas are so popular, like, I just don't know that, I don't know that a token strategy is, like, super viable. Radiant Fountain, pretty good card. Not surprised to see it here. So we're a couple of Galvanic Blasts away from being dead. Oh, they're gonna rebirth. Maybe this is the mirror. Or, like, close to it. But they put themselves off Metalcraft now. So I'm way less afraid of Galvanic Blasts. No, I don't think it does. I really don't. I think Rancor is good enough against it that it shouldn't. So we're going to pay for Mog. It's just another removal spell. Oh man, lands? Really? We resolve so few spells this game. So let's... I don't know if we want to be attacking here. I feel like they might have more burn than we do. That was pretty aggro. Those bolts. And me feeling like maybe I should be on the back foot. Swinging for 4, put them to 10. They swing at us, we're at 11. We gain 2 more, we go back up to 13. Yeah, actually, that doesn't seem that bad. See if they'd like to block. Beetleback Chief would be sweet here. I don't think they will. I think they're pretty convinced that they're on the burn plan. If they got 3 Galvanic Blasts, it is what it is. Main board Electrickery incoming. Prismatic Strands. Okay, sure. So this is certainly the Monarch edition. They're going to get a free Crackback. Pretty sweet. No white creatures to take advantage of. And we'll play Boros Garrison, pick up our Radiant Fountain. And we'll pass. 3 lands in hand. But no, I don't necessarily think Augur deserves a Banhammer. I think there are decks that can beat it. I've beaten Augur decks before, maybe not that many times. Oh, good. Oh, good. Wait for them to flash back their Prismatic Strands. So I don't think it necessarily needs to be banned. We're getting to the point where something like that might be necessary though. Like I don't necessarily feel free to brew or anything, but right now I'm still willing to play it out. I definitely don't bash my head up against those matchups so often that I feel like it's oppressive. But I mean, maybe it's making mono blue mill viable. Is that should that be the real concern? I love to brew too. Yeah, it definitely shuts aggro down in some ways. Pretty good at doing that actually. They're gonna Galvanic Blast her face. Galvanic Blast her face. Probably. By the looks of things. I'm just gonna rebirth. Okay. We're the token strategy opponent. And getting in? No. Okay. There's a Hordling Outburst. So let's Radiant Fountain. I believe Red Deck Wins put up a 5-0 last week. Like just recently. But I mean, yeah, I guess like you're kind of right. Like, Stompy isn't completely gone. Not all the way. Don't count those Stompy guys out just yet. But I don't know. You're probably right. All right, they're gonna flashback Prismatic Strands, sure. Now I think there could be room for one of those decks. If it's better against, I guess if there's less mono blue around. Do we attack here? Probably not. I think they're pretty far ahead. So we're gonna pass. There's someone in my local shop playing a black-green aristocrats build, and they just like stomped me on Scred Delver. It was very good. It felt like a pretty good deck. All right, let's see what they want to do. Gonna get in with Skyfisher, probably. I would assume anyway. You know, the real win for this deck is that we get 3 varieties of Goblin tokens. You know, we're not just over here with some Gobbo boys. Prismatic Strands is all damage that sources the color of your choice would deal this turn. So they can't Prismatic Strands on red to blow us out here. I don't know what they could have. Rally the Peasants doesn't do anything. I think we should trade. So I will. Considering how far behind we are, and I think we can get wider. They might be trying to find a way to get their Palace Sentinels down or something a little more safely. But we can't really take 6 because, of course, Skyfisher will just eventually kill us. All right, board cleared of Goblin tokens. What's this? Skyfisher. All right, so let's Skyfisher back our Ichor Wellspring. Impact Tremors will trigger. Maybe we grab Mog War Marshal? It's 2 more triggers. That's just 2 damage right off the hop, but I think we gotta dig. We can find a removal spell for this core Skyfisher. We should be in good shape, and we might find something that creates more tokens than these cards alone. All right, let's see. Hordling Outburst. All right, well, let's go wide again, huh? And I think we have enough mana that Sen's Enlistment. Do we have enough to? Yeah, we can play a. We can recur a Beetleback Chief. So I think we're gonna hold lands because Sen's Enlistment is a real thing that could happen. Yeah, I was pretty sure Stompy's still putting up results, but it's like I'm just not in that school of thought. The bans are the reasons I don't play other formats. That's how shaken my consumer confidence is. Journey, okay, what are you gonna journey? War Marshal? Skyfisher, I guess, probably. Sure. 1 card in hand for our opponent. Gotta wonder what it is. They're gonna get in with Skyfisher, maybe. I guess our clock's better than theirs. And I mean, it's tough to even say. Like, Kiln Fiend is definitely, you know, a combo deck. But I don't know. I feel it's kind of aggressive. It's an aggressive strategy, but it is combo. What's this now? Rally the Peasants? Okay, we're at 8. It's not a great place to be. Okay, so let's swing in. And I'm going to play this Windscarred Crag so that I'm not 2 Galvanic Blasts away from being dead. I think that's a reasonable enough consideration. So we'll play out Windscarred Krog, and we will, I guess if they can't just kill us next turn, we could just win with Reckless Abandon. Oh, will they even attack? And what if they find like Battle Screech or something? Yeah, that's too risky. Their deck is full of stuff that can punish us for doing this. So I'm going to kill the Skyfisher, sacking War Marshal, because that still gives us a pretty decent clock. And it makes us a lot less dead to something else. Now they don't have an evasive threat anymore. But it's going to take us a minute to win. It might have been incorrect. Just hoping they don't have it is sometimes the path to victory. Looks like they don't have it. Sweet. We won! Yay! Okay, Boros Monarch. So we're going to bring in our Gorilla Shamans, and we're going to bring in our Journeys for their flyers. Actually, no, they're on tokens. Let's get in some Electrickeries. They're also going to have Electrickeries. So maybe we should take out a couple spells that are worse against Electrickeries. I think we should probably go down a couple of Hordling Outbursts. Maybe go down a Rally the Peasants and go down a Reckless Abandon. Reckless Abandon is a lot worse with this sideboard plan. So I could even take one more out for like a Journey or something. Get the only blockers we care about out of the way. We could also just try to be faster. Like just forget about Gorilla Shamans. Bring back in Abandons. Go down Beetleback Chief, bring in a Hordling Outburst. Take out Sen's Enlistment, bring in a Hordling Outburst. And it looks like this. This gets blown up by Electrickery so bad, it's ridiculous. And I assume with the way Tireless Tribe's been around, and Mono Blue Delver is popular, they could have up to like 3 copies of Electrickery in their sideboard. Craven Valiant sent me a message. Oh no. Okay, so maybe we want to go on the fast plan. We got a game to try it out. I feel like we get blown up by Electrickery way too hard. And I think I want to Sen's Enlistment for the inevitability with our Impact Tremors is. So I'm going to submit like this. Not easy decisions, though. Oh, they're just being a really nice person. I will keep. Wait a minute, did we lose the last game? Play land and pass. I'm pretty sure they scooped, didn't they? Did I snap concede by mistake? All right, let's see. Let's see what they've got. That helps a lot. Thank you, Thraven Valiant, if you're out there listening. Hoping they're low on Thraven Inspectors. All right, so play a Great Furnace, play an Ichor Wellspring. And pass the turn. We gotta start digging. We don't have enough action. That is not action. But I think next turn, I'll have reason enough to play a Mob War Marshal. Okay, maybe our opponent's choked on white mana. Let's see what this is. Prophetic Prism. Okay, not choked. Not choked on colored mana anymore. They're willing to do the old cantrip eggs game with us. Okay, so I think we War Marshal here and start attacking because we have an answer for their first big butt creature that gets in our way. And if we play this, we can still pay for the echo cost and Ichor Wellspring or Journey. So I think that's fine. Now what's this now? What do you got here? Sir Valiant. All right, so they're going to play Glinthawk. Pick up Ancient Den, replay Ancient Den, play Skyfisher or something? I wonder. I would like a better target for this journey if I could find it. But yeah, I also think the format will swing back. I think there's room for swing. Also swing music. I don't know that we give enough time to our swing music compatriots. Okay, opponent choosing to not play another creature or their prisma or their prophetic prism. So what is this? Why not? Okay, they're gonna play prophetic prism. They just wanted to think about it. Give swing a chance. Have you guys ever like listened to swing music? There's a time of you guys ever listen to swing music? Or what's the weirdest genre of music you've gotten into, I guess? Just like incidentally gotten into. Ooh. Ooh. Do we give him a turn with his Glinthawk or not? I think so. Play a tap land, gain another life. Or do we start attacking by playing a Journey to Nowhere? Rebirth next turn. There could be some like Who Blinks First stuff going on here. The Electrickeries. Yeah, mono white heroic too, yeah. Punk Celtic Rock. So I am going to Journey their Glinthawk and start attacking. They have a lot more viable threats than we do, but this will allow us to do more next turn. It's going to be an efficient use of our mana. And if they don't have another threat, just incidentally, then they'll have to 2-for-1 themselves, killing our mob War Marshal, or they'll have to fire off an Electrickery to get rid of them. So I think this is just what we have to do. Zoot Suit Riot. Oh, yeah. They had their chance back in 95. All those billowy skirts and whatnot. Been into early synth composers lately. Crazy stuff, but sounds so limited in scope by today's standards. I could believe that. All right, there's their Rebirth. Getting themselves off red mana. That seems pretty good. No, never mind. I'm gonna bounce to their Radiant Fountain. I think the weirdest synth music I've ever listened to was Black MIDI, if you guys have ever heard it. Black MIDI. Now, Buck and Bronco 69. That is certainly not a weird thing to be doing. There are some great theme songs out there. I think my favorite anime theme song was... it has to be... Oh, man, this is tough. Yeah, I think we're going to draw off Wellspring. And then Hordling Outburst, potentially. Yeah, huh? I wonder if they're going to block. Let's see if they block. But yeah, Mob Psycho is probably my favorite anime theme. There's a lot of other ones, too, that were just like sweet. Kizuna, for some reason, the theme song for Kizuna gave me some like weird feelings because that's one of the first summers that I was really into anime. All right, I think they have an Electrickery. So given that there's probably no Electrickery in their hand, I'm going to Kuldotha Rebirth anyway. It's not like we can't Kuldotha Rebirth here. Boiled Lead, hold on. All right, we'll pass the turn. Boiled in Lead? Oh no. That is a metal name. They will Radiant Fountain, sure. And we'll see what they want to do. We will be attacking. Yeah. Yes, we will. Definitely. And killing their white creatures with absolutely no regard for our safety, for our own safety. But they might leave up prismatic strands. That could be pretty bad for us. But if they don't leave up prismatic strands, Shakugan no Shana for OP and an N for me. Is there an English name for that show by any chance? Because that would help. I usually go by the English names if I can. Like Shokugeki no Soma, like I only know the Japanese name for that one. But I'm also a big fan of Shokugeki no Soma. But no spoilers. I haven't seen the end of the most recent season. All right, the first Sen's enlistment, pretty good. Prophetic Prism. What's Prism? See what we find. See what we find. Oh. Oh, that's juicy. I think we should attack. Let them spend their next turn flashing back Sen's enlistment or something, and then electrickery them. But we can't really play out our Hordling Outburst if that's the case. So let's gain a life, go to combat, get in. They could have prismatic strands though. That's probably really bad. So I'm gonna attack. Let's see how they block. No, you look before, can't get into it. Metalhead here, yeah. Metal's sweet, guys. Nothing wrong with a bit of metal. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. They are gonna make some trades. That's interesting. I like some metal-y stuff, but not metal. Okay, I'm not completely convinced. I think they might have a Battle Screech. No, they are going to trade with our board. Okay. Okay. Sure. Get back our Marshal. And Hordling Outburst. So we could be running right into it here, but I'd like them to spend their turn making a bunch of tokens for us to electrickery before we do anything. I don't think they have it, or they probably... I would have just taken the damage there, I think. But not metal. It's a really diverse genre. Like you can spend a lot of time with metal before you'd reach the end, you know? Before you'd find all the different types of metal and settle into... I can only imagine how brutal these combat steps must be in the real Magic world. So much goblin on goblin carnage. And they're all from different places too. This is a veritable slaughter. All right, real happy about no prismatic strands to flashback here, because we are going to kill this Core Skyfisher and swing with our boys. So kill Core Skyfisher, keep them off that for about as long as we can. Go to combat. Swing. And I think we're going to pick up our Windscarred Crag with our Boros Garrison. It's about all we can do here. Yes, these are very visceral combat steps. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion our opponent is going to try to get some goblin tokens down next turn. Or electrickery us or something. I can only say that I've had a taste of everything and deep knowledge of a handful of stuff. Yeah, it's so broad. It's such a broad genre. And I think I realized that when I was like really deep into specific technical versions of metal for years, like while I was a kid, you know, it was like, oh, it's the only genre, it's the only thing you should listen to, blah, 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 all that nonsense. And then eventually I moved deep into that technical, you know, a lot of changing time signatures and stuff like that, and just very bizarre music. And by the time I came back around to start listening to like what would be considered more pure metal, I came to understand that there's this genre called gent, and that, oh, Food Wars is? Oh, thank you. And then I didn't know gent was a thing, degent, and then I realized there was this like polarization between, you know, different types of metal or whatever. And even knowing about that distinction kind of like changed my opinion of it, really. We just keep drawing lands. Is Sense Enlistment still in our deck? And it is. Okay. Hey, Sass, what's up? We're fighting through here. We're fighting through. Nowhere near done this league, though. When do you stop holding lands for Sense Enlistment, though, right? Let's play Windscarred Crag and pass the turn. Because being able to cast it multiple times might be one of our paths to victory with like with our impact tremors on the battlefield. They will also oblige us with playing a land. There's a metal map? Oh, I'm really sorry you're feeling sick, Tass. Brutal. Gotta fight through it, man. You got D&D to play. Dungeon mastering duties. Dungeon master duty. Alright, they're gonna Alchemist File. Yep. Whoa, he was in water. Thank you so much for the sub. Frig. He was in the water. I'm just gonna keep saying your name wrong a bunch. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Seriously, I appreciate that you're supporting us here. That's amazing. We're doing everything we can to be the Pauper Jank people. Thank you so much for the sub. I really, really appreciate that. Shouts out to the Earl Sweatshirt fans out there. We kind of do, not just this feel bad emote when I die all the time. I was trying to find an emote that people would get a lot of use out of. So I picked one that would be relevant whenever I lose. And so he who is in the water can feel bad about me mispronouncing friggin' drawing lands, dude. Oh. I've cast so few spells this game. Oh, frig. Well, our opponent is drawing a ton of cards over there. They're gonna Galv Blast our face. Gotcha. Gotcha. Who knows? Maybe they just took the Electricity out of their sideboard. It's really awkward. Okay, sure. But thank you so much for the sub. That's incredible. All the metal fans out here. Shouts out to all you guys. Here's a Sense Enlistment. Yep. Yep. It's a race. A very slow race. A lot of drawing cards involved. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Okay, play some life game lands. Blah, blah, blah. Start building ourselves up to the point where we can cast multiple Sense Enlistments in a turn. Because we can only cast it 4 times at this point. And we have 4 lands in our hand. I'm so mad. I'm talking about how bad I feel about potentially losing a game of Magic to Flood while Tass is suffering from a legitimate cold. Yeah, sure, going wide. Going very wide. Taking turns to go wide. Giving me an opportunity to draw into my own stuff. I don't know how many times I want to take 4 off these Kithkin, though. Well, they're not going to give me the option of taking 4 off of them, so that's pretty beautiful. Yeah, sure. You may. Our turn. You know what? I won't discard any lands to hand size. We're not going to do that. We will not be playing that game. All right, let's see what this is. You're going to draw a card. Yep. You're pretty good at drawing cards. Your deck is better at drawing cards than our deck. Haven't seen really anything, guys. Have seen a lot of lands. Many, many lands. Flashing back the Sense Enlistment. Yep. They're going to have no problem rebuilding their board 100 times after they do that. You know, I don't know how many lands they can pitch, even. for us to consider ourselves safe from the Sen's enlistment plan. But I am to the point where I might trade off goblins to tokens so that we just start taking less damage. Goodness gracious. Boros Monarch, hashtag no Monarch. You're just gonna draw another card. We gotta make a decision about the Electrickery. It's the only card in my hand. I gotta play this card right. If there's one card to play correctly, it's the one card in your hand, right? So I think we're gonna abate these tokens for as long as we can with the board that we've got. That's good for us. Okay, so let's Skyfisher, which is awesome on this board. Draw an Ichor Wellspring. More like Boros Democracy. Is that a... yeah, it is Boros. It's going pretty well right now. Galvanic Blast, not going to do a whole lot on this board. But we'll pass. I guess it'll kill one of their bigger creatures, aka ones that core Skyfisher can't profitably block. We'll pass for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. They might be worried about opposing prismatic strands or something. I could see that being a concern, but I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Here comes the team. All right, so let's trade off a few goblin tokens. 2, 3, 4. They have 5 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go to 9. We don't go to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to 11. They'll have to hit us with a jillion burn spells to do anything about it. Actually, I think if they just want to spend their next, like, 1,000 years of their life recasting Kithkin soldiers, but I don't think we don't block either. I think we do cast Electrickery here. I don't think we don't block. So let's do it like this. They might have Rally the Peasants. That's kind of a huge blowout, and we might be dead. If they have Rally the Peasants and Rally the Peasants, flashback Rally the Peasants is pretty bad. They just have Prismatic Strands. Okay, so let's try to Electrickery with that on the stack. So they could have 2 Prismatic Strands. Because if they name red, we're just to like bunk here. If they have another one, then they can't rally. Okay, all their tokens die. And I assume they're going to pick red. Prevent all red damage. So now they can't like burn us out this turn either. This Glinthawk will die. They rally the peasants, it doesn't kill us. I'm gonna bolt our... That doesn't do any damage. I've done that before. Feels bad, man. Okay, so we've got a board. Got a path to victory. They might be baiting us into like overcommitting or something. But we can't play around that. Like there's just no time to worry about that. So Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Yeah, that's brutal, man. So hopefully that'll give them some some amount of solitude in their decision to play as they did just then. Let's core Skyfisher. I want to draw a bunch of cards before I do anything else. Digging for an Impact Tremors here. That would be ideal. Okay, we've got whatever color of mana we want. Finally found reasons to stop sandbagging lands. Having a turn like this. Okay, so let's go to combat. Get in with Skyfisher. That might have been dumb. Let's say I'm playing around Rally the Peasants. I will play a Mog War Marshal, leave up Galvanic Blast, and pass the turn. We've seen a few more cards now. They're on 4 cards in hand. Don't know how many more lands they can pitch to their Sen's Enlistment. Probably a good number. So I wonder if they're going to go back on rebuilding that way. They will fire off their own Electrickery. Okay, our board's all right against this one. We get Mog War Marshal back. We lose a few Goblin tokens, but not a massive loss. And we'll see what this is. Another Electrickery or something? Another Electrickery would be very bad. They're not going to get in. Okay. Prophetic Prism, sure. Draws a card. And Lone Missionary, going to gain some life, sure. That's okay. Not too afraid of that. Opponent not on very much time here. They would have to beat us in a hurry in order to win the next game. Okay, so they can't Electrickery with buyback or anything. I'm going to swing with my Skyfishers. I get to play another Skyfisher. They could never understand that I'm sitting on a bunch of lands. Yeah. I'd like kind of believe it, I guess. So we will play Skyfisher, pick up Wellspring, replay Wellspring, draw a card, dig, find another land. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll play. Yeah, we shouldn't bother. We can Sen's Enlistment for the rest of our lives if that's our prerogative, so let's see what our opponent wants to do. Got a Gobbo token to trade with their Lone Missionary. It's a lot of mana. Flashback Sen's Enlistment, cool. No worries. We do have another Electrickery in our deck. Or Skyfisher, yep. What will you pick up? All right, target something. They're targeting a Bauble. They can't play. So I think I'm going to kill this core Skyfisher. We're going to try to win this Fairsy Squaresy, guys. Skyfisher down. Sen's Enlistment. Electrickery, not bad. Go to combat. They have Prismatic Strands in the bin, which is pretty bad. So we're going to have to get them to fire that off somehow, I guess. Oh yeah. No, that's cool. We got it. I do appreciate the heads up, though. We will Electrickery again. And they can choose white, which fogs us for a turn, but I don't think they can just win with Rally the Peasants here, so I think we're okay. Right? Because they can only do 8. They could have like removal spell plus something or other. But I don't think they can win the next game in such a short amount of time. We have drawn so few spells this game, guys, like, compared to our opponent. I guess they've been pitching a lot of lands to Sen's Enlistment. All right, let's find out what this is. Flashing back the old Sen's Enlistment. No, Battle Screech. Okay, that's all right. Getting some more burbs. We are out of Electrickeries now. So there's that anyway. Yep. Cool. Cool. And we're on the defensive. We saw Rally the Peasants last game. I'm not about to lose to that card, especially with them on 3. Deck? Listen, man. Listen, deck. It's cool, right? That you want to do this to me. Get the win ready. Yeah, so They're on little enough time. Oh, nice. Okay, well, we were gonna block with those anyway. So that's cool. We just won't attack. Maybe they're trying to next level us. They're trying to get us to not attack. Hey? No? Could be. I've heard weirder. They can't imagine I'm sitting on 5 lands, but can they imagine I'm sitting on 7 most of the time? Opponent might deck. It's possible that they deck. Flinthawk, yep. I don't know. I think they can win this game. I don't think that's beyond them by any means. They don't have any good attacks right now, unless they have Rally. Prismatic Strand's not as good in the mirror, I think. Passing. yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're just gonna play one more land, and we can flashback Sen's Enlistment. Maybe even enough times to get rid of all these lands in our hand. We've drawn a lot of lands this game, man. We've seen a lot of lands. We have not resolved very many spells. Oh my god, what is happening? Rally the Peasants? Flashback Rally the Peasants? Well, we are going to... Okay. So they might have it here. Maybe. They can't rally Flashback Rally, but does 1 do it? So we'll block with everything that we can. So it's 4 plus 8 is 12. I don't think they can kill us, right? Oh no, never mind. They can kill us. There's Rally the Peasants. Well, they got us. They gotta try to win in a minute and a half next game. So let's just try not to die in a minute and a half, huh, gang? Is that so hard? Is that so much to ask? Seems like our sideboard did a pretty decent job, so I'm gonna keep. Beetleback Chief, probably bad. Yeah, we'd love to play first. This hand's really bad. This hand's not a lot better. I think we need more mana. We can already loop Mog War Marshal once, so let's do it like this. And just hope they can't kill us in a minute and a half. There are ways. Okay, that's one way that they could do it. But they have now Stone Rain themselves, and we have 2 Electrickeries in our hand. So I'm just going to play an Impact Tremors. Pass the turn. Play a couple blockers. I think we're okay. I'm going to gain some life. I'm winning this match with an Impact Tremors on the battlefield, so help me. They get in. Okay, so let's play some blockers. Which we won't be paying for next turn. But I guess they could have like some number of removal spells. Prismatic Strands, like some combination like that. They have Stone Rain themselves. We will sincerely not be taking any Gobbo beats here. Not in a million years. No, sir. No Gobbo beats. Now I don't even have to have that awkward preposition as to whether I care enough about Mog War Marshal to pay for him or not. Like, how do you just ask a person that? Like, War Marshal, trigger. Our opponent not F6ing here. Pretty... There's nothing they can have. Attack with the Gobbo. Pass the turn. And I think I will pay this time. We gotta draw lands. So they can't just like explode and kill us in 30 seconds, but I think we got it, guys. I think we might be there. I think maybe we were ahead this game. No, never mind. Our one true nemesis. This Thraben Inspector sees through all of our token nonsense. without much effort. In they come. We are going to pay the Echo. Prophetic Prism, a little awkward. Oh man, Thraben Valiant, you really are valiant. The highest number of gobos, probably not super high, maybe like 8 at once. I think there was a game where we resolved a Beetleback Chief for basically lethal. I think it was in match 1, game 1. I think that's how we won that game. All right, Thraben Valiant scooped it up. Truly a valiant opponent. Thank you, Thraben Valiant. Have a good night. We won the die roll. We would love to play first. Well, yep. Seems good. I'll keep. Looks like a Boros Monarch hand. We'll play Great Furnace, pass turn. And I might... I think it's pretty greedy to run out Impact Tremors, but... see what our opponent's on. Elves. Elves! Dang it. Okay. Yeah, so we have to try to play somewhat seriously. Our removal does hit their most important pieces. So, yeah, there's a Vanguard. And we'll see what this is. Looks like a good start. Could be. Essence Warden, theoretically more important than Vanguard, but... let's blast Vanguard and get down our Skyfisher. We're going to have to do some digging for the rest of our interaction if we want to try to win this. Because at some point we're also going to have to get Essence Warden off the battlefield. This is probably the worst card to play against when you're on the Impact Tremors plan. But maybe they kept something kind of anemic. They were on the Essence Warden plan and we can control their board effectively enough. We have 8 removal spells main board and we can just try to be uninteractive, get a couple of these down. Okay, so let's start with a Prophetic Prism because we might not be able to draw spells otherwise, or we might not be able to cast spells otherwise. Ancient Den, we will continue to dig. And nothing. Okay, sure. Oh man! Thraben Valiant, you were such a nice opponent that you were like the nicest opponent I've ever played against. Thank you. Dang it. Oh, they have Lead the Stampede? Why? I think that would have been one of our better matchups, Thraben Valiant, and I appreciate all of the courtesy throughout the match. We're pretty dead to a Lizalana plus Essence Warden with Impact Tremors in hand, I must say. We have Electrickeries in our sideboard. I cover my salt well. Good deck, good flair. Thanks, man. I needed that for sure. We've had some weird matchups tonight, for sure. Stuff that I was not prepared for and stuff that I have not beat to this point. I had beaten a Delver deck with this, I'd beaten Control decks with this, and I'd beaten Stompy with this, but unfortunately, sometimes you don't get those decks. All right, so drawing additional cards for more interaction. We gotta kill this at some point. We also have to try to kill a Lizalana Huntmaster before that gets out of hand. So I think we're just gonna draw as many cards as we can. Let's get some more information with this Wellspring before we do anything else. Oh yeah, we had 7 lands in hand at one point. That was just spectacular. Okay. Game 2. Dang it. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. I could see maybe not maybe that's why you weren't going for the Rally the Peasants for some reason. Yep. I have 1 Sens Enlistment, so I was sandbagging them for a couple of reasons, that being one of them. All right, well, we're gonna have to kill this Lizalana Tootswit. Wonder if they have a Vines of the Vastwood. Think they have a Vines? No Vines, one time. Okay, there goes Lizalana. That's good. Yeah, so that was like my only hope in that game for staying alive for long enough, I guess. But yeah, it felt like Prismatic Strands might have been the only, like, I don't know. No. Okay, that makes more sense. Our opponent has all the combo pieces. Rally the peasants, you say? Geez, got a whole lot of creatures on board to get value out of that. So that's what we're going to have to try to do this turn. We're going to have to try to commit as many creatures to the battlefield as we can. That's a good way to do it. I think we're pretty dead, though. They only get one Timberwatch activation for what that's worth. They attack with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we Hordling Outburst next turn, it's too late. And Rally the Peasants. +6/+6 to 5 creatures. So that's... Or sorry. 6 times 5 is 30 damage. We could kill them next turn, I guess. Oh, they get 2 activations, right. So we could just be dead. If we play Hordling Outburst now, they might swing with Essence Warden, but it also makes us less likely to win next turn. I think we have to just look for more interaction. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not the fun way. Come on. Dang it. Well, it's probably going to be it. They get to +6/+6 without tapping 6 mana. Oh, gross. That's nasty. We've seen this, we've seen this, we've seen this. Thank you very, very much for the follow, Thurban Valiant. And then walked right into the Electrickery. That was going to be it, though. If there was going to be a fair game, it was going to be about leveraging. So I even said that. I had 6 lands and an Electrickery in my hand, and I was like, this game is going to be all about leveraging this one Electrickery as well as I can to win the game. And that's all I could like hope for, was just having like the best Electrickery on the planet, because I'd drawn like 4 spells at that point and it was looking really bad. And I think I did lose that game, but I think I waited about as long as I could to play that Electrickery. I really appreciate that, man. I'm glad I succeeded in that. If I got one thing out of the way tonight, it was casting the Electrickery on time. All right. In comes Essence Warden. Or sorry, there goes the Essence Warden trigger. Abba Zabba Ding Dong's home. We're going late tonight, guys. We're going late. Hello, Izzy Execute. Izzy Execute. Is that what happens when Izzet Blitz kills you all at once? I think these are unglued, right? Unglued is where these forests came from. Yep. Opponent gonna do the do the elf combo thing. Sure. Yeah, so we're just going to take out our big clunky creatures that don't do anything in the sideboard, I think. And we're going to put in our Journey to Nowheres and our Electrickeries to get rid of their critical pieces. As it stands, we can try to outrace this this Essence Warden with our 2 Impact Tremors, but maybe we don't even want them to know that that's what we're doing. Like, are we just so dead here we should scoop? What if they get really greedy next turn and we can kill them with Rally the Peasants? What do you think, guys? Should we try it? Should we hope they get greedy and try to kill them with Rally the Peasants? We can't cast Tremors, and Hordling Outburst. We could go Tremors. No, we can, right? Yeah. So we could have a lot of blockers. Not nearly enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they can pump something for lethal. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop. They can pump something for lethal around all of our blockers. So that's good. Journey to Nowhere, Standard Bearer, Electrickery. And we'll take out some of the clunky stuff. Sense Enlistment is not going to matter. Beetleback Chief, probably not going to matter. I don't think we're winning this game with Rally the Peasants. Reckless Abandon is kind of high cost, but we need all the removal we can get. We might have to go risky on this one and like take out like a War Marshal and trim. This is more War Marshal's more blockers though. Maybe trim a Hordling Outburst. Hey, Izzy EXE, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Jank Bank. I'm trying to jank it out for some clock OP Watsy, please nerf. So many of us out here dying at the clock, man. You're gonna Kuldotha Rebirth because it might take a minute too long to set up. And we'll try it like that. These Ichor Wellsprings probably get a lot worse actually. So maybe we want to take out a Wellspring for a Beetleback Chief because we could just rebuild our board on that. I don't want to make the Core Skyfishers as bad as I can, or the Kuldotha Rebirths. So I think that's a compromise I'm willing to make. Unhinged. Yeah, sweet. All right, guys, that's how I'm running it back, I believe. I think that's what we're going to do. Just gotta hope these cards get us there against elves. Something like Rally would pump both toughness and power, which would be really nice in the tokens mirror. Yeah, what is that one white anthem effect? Man, one landers, huh? Can't keep no one lander. Kuldotha Rebirth or not. God, no! Not like this. Not like this. We got sideboard cards. We got ways to kill their stuff. This hand's so good if I can just hit another mana or 2, 3. They kept 7. We're not winning this game on a Mulda 5, are we? How many Electrickeries would it take? What do we draw? A 5-card hand with 2 lands, an Electrickery. We still don't win that game, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. It's getting worse all the time. That was our white mana too. That's it. That was a big lesson from tonight too, is just how good Augur of Bolos is. Like had to chuck the draw. Yeah, okay. You can keep your dork. Don't worry, we'll just leave up red mana forever. This could crystallize into something that works someday if we ever draw a land. And they don't just play huge unbeatable creatures. Okay, guys. Okay, everybody, just chill out for a second. Okay, chill out, guys. Okay, just gotta chill out for a second. What was in their? What was in their hand that was so good? Spider Silk Armor or something? Ivy Link. Well, I'm gonna kill that. That seems pretty bad for us. Okay, so let's rebirth the Wellspring. And chill. Okay. He was in the water is chill. Okay, good. Okay, we drew white mana. Okay. All right, cool. Does that change anything? This is gonna be fun. Standard Bearer. So they're gonna have to answer this first. Lowering temp appropriately. Good. Oh, we're gonna put a counter on our Standard Bearer? Right? Yeah, you have to, right? What? What? What the? What? What the? What? What? Is it because this is a triggered ability? Dang it. Ah, bamboozled again. Yeah, it's triggered. Just like me. Yeah. All right, okay, all right. They went a little sideways there for a second, guys. I thought things were going to be all right, but we can still deal with both of these creatures so long as they don't keep exploding over here. Okay, all right, okay. So try to journey your Ivy Lane Denizen. I'm just trying to see if this draws out any kind of action. They might have a Vines or something in hand. I don't really want that ruining all our fun here. And we will Reckless Abandon your Elvish Vanguard, sacking Goblin. And we will Windscarred Crag and pass the turn. So we dealt with it, guys. So don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. There's just another +1/+1 counter on this Elvish Mystic. Makes it considerably better than it was before we started casting spells. But just whatever. It's good. We're good. Nice. More must-answer threats, you say? Okay. Okay. All right. Let's play an Impact Tremors. See what happens. No attacks. We can do this, guys. We can do this. It's fine. Everything's fine. That's not okay, though. That's pretty bad. That's really bad. Oh, no. Heavens to Betsy. This is gonna be a mess. Tilt. Deep tilt. Guys, we can do this. We can do this. we can do this, okay? Okay, everyone, just relax. Just relax. Just relax, everyone. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna get this punk off the battlefield here right now. Okay. Take care of that. Take care of everything else that matters. We're just gonna. It's gonna be okay. So everything's fine. They just have a 5/4 frickin' Ivy Lane Denizen of the little dog in the fiery room. Yeah, no, this is fine. Everything's fine. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. We might be able to do this. We can make a lot of blockers. We have cards that are good against them. We're gonna be all right. Okay. Who would win? A couple of standard bearers or a really big Ivy Lane Denizen? So it's questionable if they attack with this. I wonder if I just block with a bunch of stuff and kill it. I think I do. They have 0 cards in hand. Yep, it's right. That's true. It's true. Very true. I'll block. They're not going to do anything. Let's not draw a land here. Let's draw discreetly a card that we can cast, spell that we can cast. We're stable, guys. We're stable. We're like stable like a horse right now. Conditions are rapidly declining. I think so. Yeah. I don't know if maybe this is their tech against Electrickery. If they have this over Spider Silk Armor or something. Okay. All right. All right. We can play this like wait game. We can play the waiting game. That's fine. Beetleback Chief. Bunch of triggers. More blockers. Oh, maybe. Yeah. So here it is. Here's the true test of Impact Tremors. Is it going to win us this game against Elves? They're one lead the Stampede away from just ruining our day entirely here. But they still don't have any good attacks. They gotta get a lead the Stampede. We gotta draw not lands a bunch of times. Whole bunch of not lands, whole bunch of times. Yep. Whole bunch of not lands, whole bunch of times. Deck, listen. Just take the deck aside for a minute. Let it know what it has to do for us to win this game. When I come back, we'll do better. It does feel like they're trying to be more combo. It's true. Very, very true. We don't mind a clogged old board state. Good. No, good. Good. Do we have Sense Enlistment in our deck anymore? We don't, huh? Okay. No, that's pretty funny. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna hold it. It's a burn spell. If we run into enough token producers, it's possible. It's possible this is worth it. Opponent holding a card in hand for some reason. Maybe Vines of the Basswood or something? Spider Silk Armor, don't care. Actually, that's not that bad. Let's see what they do. No attacks, no blocks. More Marshal. It's not a bad draw. It's more impact tremors, triggers, more blockers. Yeah, the sideboard thing is really neat. I think the first person to show me that was the Maverick girl, and then after that, it was Andrea Mangucci uses it all the time. One finds a land, probably a Vines in hand. Not feeling like they want to try to blow us out with it. We'll pay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get in for 4. They're at 8. Yeah, we win. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get in for 4. We reckless abandon twice. Legacy video. If they have a fog, we lose. Do they have a fog? Do we do we have a fog? Or do they have a fog? If they don't have a fog, we win. What else could they have? What else wouldn't they be playing? We can just win here, guys. We can just win here. We've only got 12 minutes on our clock. I guess it's not... We could just play draw go for a second, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Luminescent Rain. You gain 2 life for each permanent. Okay. I'm convinced. They might, though. What if they do? Okay, they're just going to lead the Stampede. Perfect. No! Oh, not like this. Not like this, guys. Not like this, please. Just a casual draw 4. There's Well-Wisher. We had him. There's Nettle Sentinel. Yep. Let's see if they do. They go tapping blockers here, though. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Sure. They're suiting up their Well-Wisher, so I have reason to believe they won't be attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right. That's right. We can. We just have to draw token producers. Like, it's not that complicated, deck. Just keep making me draw lands. most of our deck, it's really good here. It's true, we should do that. Oh, wait, you're right. Yeah, so we have 10 in hand. Opponent's tapped out. Got him. Reckless Abandon. You sack Mog War Marshal. Trigger. Reckless Abandon. You sack Mog War Marshal. No, 679. I will not wait. I will absolutely not wait. Why did you want me to wait? All right. Good. Good. That's it. I don't care if we win anymore. That's enough for me. That's, yeah. I had to be super skeptical of you because you were giving me some hot takes about Freed from the Real last night, and I needed them then. And so I was like, you got to tell me right now. My clock's really low. I was going to try to get you to just like snap and tell me why. Okay. Top decking like a TAS. So that's their plan, huh? Maybe Rally the Peasants Hordeling Outburst comes back in. No, I feel like the sideboarding was still pretty good. Just top decking like a TAS. Well, thanks, Dad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, replays will go up. Replays will absolutely go up. Tomorrow night, as always. And there's a lot of me complimenting, saying that you're a really great opponent, that you're really nice. Rally the Peasant seems pretty good, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'd take out. We'd have to take out Interaction. Their anti-electricity plan seems pretty good, but it helped us there, so this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Game. Got him. I'll keep. We have an interactive spell. We have some card draw. They don't have a 1-drop. I've had worse days. I've had days that were much worse, as a matter of fact. Opponent gonna play some lands. Good strat. Impact Tremors. Pass. Next turn we can Mog War Marshal and Reckless Abandon if they play this big thing. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we will Mog War Marshal. Impact Tremors, Impact Tremors. Trigger, 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 trigger. Much triggers. Play a land. Reckless Abandon. Timberwatch Elf. Sacking. Mog War Marshal. Trigger. Impact Tremors. We're doing it now, guys. This is it. We just gotta fade all the elves. And we got them. They're gonna play a real good elf here. I can feel it. Okay, we can kill that too. We can kill that too. So let's dig for a way to kill that guy. Go to combat, swing with the Gobos. Oh, I had a... Hold. Hold. So, opponent, I heard you like going wide. But have you ever Cast a Mog War Marshal into 2 Impact. Maybe you should play Impact Tremors in your deck, opponent. I'm gonna play this. No sense enlistment. They're at 11. We have 2 Impact Tremors on board. Oh no! My one nemesis. Dang. Do you want me to scoop or something? That's pretty good. We have Electricities. We have card draw. We just gotta... we can do this, guys. 3 cards in hand. Bunch of elves. Most likely. Don't lead the Stampede. That's not good. Okay, this could be over in a hurry. No, we have to interact this turn, so we will not pay for another Impact Tremors. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll show them. Yeah, no, not going to attacks. What if I'm just a crazy guy? Give them back their Ivy Lane Denizen, and I grab this Essence Warden. I don't think that's correct. So we will probably just raw play a Wellspring first. See what we draw. Okay, well, we're gonna get a couple looks here. Get some looksies. But Timberwatch is very good. Skyfisher, pick up a land. Replay the land. Skyfisher. Bunch of triggers. Pick up a Wellspring. And we will pass. Yeah, Timberwatch Elf look pretty good here. Bunch of Lizalanas. Yep. Pick up Skyfisher? Not enough white mana. I wish we could have. Opponent getting aggressive? Not getting aggressive. Radiant Bound. Fantastic. Okay, let's play Ichor Wellspring. Dig in for that Electricity. Opponent has 1 card in hand. You got a Prophetic Prism. Play Prophetic Prism. If we can kill this Timberwatch, I'm going to feel a little bit better, but drawing a bunch of lands is not ideal. Pass turn. We need to find an Electricity yesterday. Hey, George K47. Ram Ranch. Oh man, am I going to love this Ram Ranch song? Sick. I like good music. Thank you. Appreciate that. Right now, we are just getting comboed off by this Elves deck. Let's see if they want to get aggressive. All of their pieces are fairly important, I guess. They might want to try to kill one of our creatures with these Elf Warriors. I guess not. And I'm going to hold this Plains. There's a universe where they think it's a... it's an Electricity, and maybe they won't overcommit. The 3rd Impact Tremors. Well, yes, I do like to play the magical cards. The 3rd Impact Tremors, not super hot. Now, if it triggered when their guys enter the battlefield, then we might be onto something. I think they're waiting until they can win. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times 2 means we're dead. Spread them out. And die with dignity. See if our opponent will let us draw 1 more card. Yep. 1 more music got me feeling so free. They got a Timberwatch. 2nd Timberwatch, pretty clutch for them there. I'm gonna peek. I'm gonna see if I had it. See if I had the removal spell next turn. Dang. What is this? Oh, I can't even peek. That's it. 1/4 with Impact Tremors Hortling Outburst. We have completed the league.